are live.
Children.
Josh, please. There's only so much of
I
whatever.
feel like John's gonna start saying that, like, we're going live on audio, and then he sets like a minute.
Yeah, I will just let Josh get it out of his system before we actually go live.
And then he's like,
It's a precaution.
Telling any of us.
This is gonna be rough.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, why is that? Okay, so you are always going fuzzy like that. You're using a Logitech camera? Uh-huh.
Yep.
All right, and your Logitech camera, you don't have access to the basic controls when you're using it in Zoom. Let me see here.
It's just like if I'm not wearing my glasses or my contacts. It's just the rest of the world getting to see me how I see. Actually, it's still better than how I see life. But
That's funny. So what you may need to do, tonight you'll just have to fiddle around with it and do the, tap it with your hand thing and all that. Eventually that tends to work. There you go. Maybe sit. Yeah, that looks much better there. But then you can download the Logitech controls as a separate app, so you can actually turn off things like autofocus outside of Zoom. That's probably what you're going to want to do.
cool.
Hey, everybody hear us okay out there in Twitch land? We're going to kick off a couple of our pre-rolls here in just a moment.
Oh, hell yeah, pre-rolls?
John, if your dog could speak English, what accent would it have?
Oh, I would say he would sound vaguely like he was from Botswana.
Interesting.
Where is that?
Botswana's in South Africa.
Where is that, Bob?
Ah. Is it the square one?
Yeah, it's when it's a bot.
Yeah.
It's a type of bot.
I know my African
City. No, so it's
trying not to show my ignorance.
Botswana is really well known for their Twitch community because it's.
That's what I thought.
Don't sleep on the Botswanian Twitch community.
Yeah, hey man, it's huge. It's because
that makes up the majority of the fan base, really.
They always want to dance because it's bots wanna dance.
This is how you know that Josh is not Botswana and he actually offended a majority of people already.
Hey,
that's why our viewership and subs have been going down because Josh doesn't know how to shut up. I love you.
Botswanian? Botswana.
I think you're
Botswanan.
right.
No, it's Botswanan.
Is it Botswana? Yeah, again.
It's Botswanan. Our Botswanan community members have officially unsubbed, and I'm sorry.
What makes you? What's the difference between a Botswanan and a Botswanian?
What about a Ron Swanian?
Ron
Swansian. And this just out. Blue Box canceled for their jokes about Botswana.
No, we can't hear you, Rory.
Time to.
I'm struggling with my level up.
Well,
You just put the numbers. You put it. You go on the app and you click the XP part, right? And then you put that much.
I
in
can't figure out.
So
Oh,
all
girl,
we're
I
seeing
can't see
are
that.
mountains.
Shut up! She's trying to tell us what's going on, Josh. You're very
I
unhelpful.
can't figure out what talent I want.
Oh.
Don't.
Well, you're not having. You don't know. It's not that you don't know what to do.
No, it's just I can't figure out what I want.
Oh wait, did
I
you
haven't
level
had all
up?
day.
Hold on.
I've been working all day.
Also, on
Don't
the
start with me. I actually work at work, mister.
Remember.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
gonna throw up.
So you're going to
How's everybody on Twitch doing? Are you guys okay? I
No.
hope you're at least okay.
No.
And if not, don't answer.
Okay.
Old school.
Old school for.
Yeah. Wait, is that not how you say it?
Old school. Old school.
I'm glad you're doing great.
Anybody heard from Vivi? This is unusually late for her.
Gaming.
Do you want me to? I can't call her up. I'm on my phone. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Hey,
I'll
Rory,
reach
what was
out.
that? -1 strength?
Free matter. Actually, I haven't heard.
just reached
Now
out to
I-
her. Sorry, what was that, Becca?
Oh, Rory was helping me figure out my numbers.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, I can't move, but doesn't know what weakness left.
Hey, do the hit points ever restart? Does they
Yeah.
ever reset?
Well,
Do we ever get those back?
When John wants to let us heal.
when two things happen. One, just by a normal rest, and rest is not the short rest version that you have in 5e, if you're familiar with that. It's not going to be like a computer role-playing game. Oh, I sit down for 10 minutes and all my hit points are back. No. So so you sleep overnight somewhere, and depending on where you sleep,
Negative.
if you're on cold stone flooring and full armor, you might get nothing or 1 hit point back that night. If you're in a comfortable inn and a feather bed, you might get 3 to 4 hit points back that night. That's kind of how we do the normal healing. But then, yeah, as they're saying, it's actually the spells, the potions, the party, magics. That's how you typically heal.
Okay, guys, we need to take a nap.
Yeah, well,
John's like,
you know,
find a bed or die.
Your only healer.
Looky.
That's frightening.
Actually-
That's frightening.
Actually, Val has some knowledge in healing, so
Like the
Wrong
skill
kind of
healing.
healing.
I doubt
Yeah,
that.
I was like the skill healing.
Look, we didn't need to go into all that, okay? He's a nurse, all right? Val
I-
has some technical skills that he can use.
I literally
Yeah.
bumped healing crazy last level up. I have now +10 to heal.
But you can't heal.
So Val, you can like take a back seat on that. My shadowy boy is here to make sure your wounds go.
So for
You actually
heal,
can
I
heal.
have a total of +9. Does that count for anything?
Ooh, for
Mhm.
what?
Sure does.
Heal? So
Well, what that counts for is when you're making rolls to do, for example, the application of healing bandages, or to dress a wound, or to determine a level of illness. That's what that heal is for. It's not actually healing points.
And John's very good with hero.
So,
that
question?
Healing. Sometimes.
when it says a total of plus, is that what I use when I add on when I roll something?
Uh-huh.
Or is it
Bingo.
the ability or the miss?
You add it to the D20 roll.
Right, but it's the total number of plus, right? So under
Yeah.
skills, there's 4 different columns.
Oh, yeah, just the total plus.
Sweet. Guys, I've been playing this wrong. Val's gonna be helping you guys out a whole lot more now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, literally.
I got you, boo-boos.
My biggest things aren't in the
just
places. Like Anaho's got his biggest pluses in stealthy and freaking like seeing
I have-
everything. Oh, there's Vivi.
Hello. Sorry, I literally just spilled my coffee all over my desk, and I'm super upset about it.
Oh, that's why you look so PO'd when you came on stream. give her a minute.
Thank you.
Pardon me?
No, I said we'll give you a minute to get that cleaned up. If you need
No,
to
do it now.
step away, or
No, in cleaning it up now, I think I'm the most upset because now I don't have coffee.
well, why don't you go make another cup? Yeah, go make another cup.
I have to brew the whole thing. It's okay. Okay, give me a second. Are you are we
We
starting? I
have
don't
our
want to
whole introduction thing that we do. So you.
Yeah, but she's like the star of it. So how long will it take you to brew it?
Well, I can just brew it and then I'll run up and get the coffee later.
Yeah.
Like I just need to make it and then I can go
Nice.
and
Okay.
I can get it for lunch.
I know, I'm looking at it.
Oh, thank you so much, Toriano.
Thanks,
Bye.
Bubba.
Okay, I'm gonna go make some coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay, go.
Go ahead. We'll do a couple of our sponsors then.
Gaming.
Oh,
Thank you
whoa,
so
1,000 is.
Oh, thank you, Robert. Toriano, the gift subs. Man, thank you so much, everybody. You guys are helping us out to a great start here tonight. While Vivi is remaking her coffee, and I think that might have been sympathy bits for her there a moment ago for spilling her existing coffee all over the table. That's very frustrating. Let's take a look at our friend Darren at Ferox Fabrication.
Wow.
Ooh. Ah.
I just want to watch Lady Hawk or Beastmaster every time I watch this.
I couldn't think of something funny. I was like, oh.
That's probably just as well, Josh.
I do miss Lady Hawk though. I haven't seen that movie in a little while.
It's worth a rewatch. It really is.
I remember it being really good. It's one of our family's favorites.
Matthew Broderick.
I thought it was Roger.
Yes. No. Wait. Am I get? Yeah. No, I'm right.
I'm just messing.
Yeah. Don't do that to me, Josh. I'm pushing all the blue box dials and levers here. And Rutger Hauer. He was really good in that. Yeah, so please give them a support over there. Darren is fantastic. In fact, we'll have a giveaway from Darren's stuff tonight. We're going to do a dice tube instead of the mini holder. And Vancouver by Night, yes, this is the next Greyhawk Awoken, and to cap off the trilogy needs 5 more minutes.
Yes.
Very nice.
It's actually what we're working up towards.
Yeah, that's true. Rutger Hauer is never not awesome. That is very true. All right, let's just look at one more, and then we'll get started tonight, because we promised to get the combat resumed and get into action a little sooner than we have typically. We're trying to help that. And let's do Kings of War, because their commercial is just freaking awesome.
Kings of War. More like Kings of...
Mantic Games, makers of Terrain Crate and Kings of War. They've also got some new card games and stuff. Bloodwild, SW Steve, our good friend, he actually works with them, helped us get this sponsorship set up, and he has all kinds of information. He is the lore master of all things Mantic Games.
Thank you, Bloodwild.
And with that said, let's kick it off tonight.
Whoa. Ah.
All right, welcome to Blue Box. This is episode 32 of Book 2, 89 overall of Greyhawk Awakening, and I am joined by my fantastic, almost sufficiently caffeinated crew as always. We have one who has decided to baptize her desk with her coffee, and so she may sneak away in a moment to get that repaired. Thank you to all the viewers who've already given bits and subs. The bits will be in use tonight. If you remember where we left off last time, we were likely on the precipice of combat. So let's go ahead and quickly go to what happened last time. Vivi.
Oh, me already? Hang on 1 second.
All right, let's do our character introductions first, and let's start with you, Rory. I don't want to rush Vivi. Give her time.
Okay, I'll go nice and slow then. So I play a Naho, a lovely 2'11" halfling, the stealthiest of stealthy halflings. He is a slayer, and he has just looked into this room, got a good glance in there, and saw an individual, and then didn't see an individual. So warned the group, and looking forward to seeing what we do after we walk into this horrible situation we're about to walk into.
All right, very good. Thank you. Let's go to Valfino.
Hey guys, so I play Valfino. He is a level 4 half-elf who is kind of a tall, lanky, stealthy guy, and he's all about protecting and helping out his friends and doing whatever it takes to get stuff done.
And swan diving into wells, into the darkness to aid newfound comrades. Let's go to you, Hob.
Yeah.
Yes. It's me.
Yeah.
I had a long day. I play Rowan. She's a 6-foot tall bombshell, 3 foot.
I was like,
level
dang,
3
how
fighter.
small are you?
Right? I'm lying. Level 3 fighter, level 2 barbarian. We're trying to get that level 3 barbarian too, so that way she's an even 3/3. Werewolf. We all know that at that point. And I think she got sewn up by the mommy. So that was really fun. I enjoyed that.
She did indeed. She did indeed. Let's go to you, Josh.
Nat 20. This is Josh of NPC Voices playing Rasmus, that of an Inquisitor of the 5th level. Now, Rasmus is not only alone, as he has Rasputin, a guardian that has always been with him by his side. Newly, less of his Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. He now has a Rasputin arm at the moment. And we'll see where that goes and what that leads to in this session or the ones to follow. Back to you, John.
This is Josh's way of punishing me for taking him off of the stream summary responsibility. So he's going to take every opportunity he has to get that horrible accent on my stream. It's very frustrating. All right, let's go to Vivi.
Hello, I'm Vivi. I play Rizia. She is a level 6 half-orc barbarian, currently carrying the glyph on her hand by Drax, and the proverbial leader, I suppose, sort of, of the group. And that's about it for her, so I can do the recap. Okay, so previously, hang on one second. Let me just set this up a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Previously on Greyhawk Awakening, the ill-fated result of a confirmed crit on Rasmus unfolds using a minor fate chip to help aid in the result. A skeletal figure in armor completely severs his arm at the shoulder, and the lifeless arm falling to the ground before the rest of him. The booming voice of Rasputin echoes in Rasmus's head, reverberating through his thoughts, calling him to consent to aid, but at what cost? After agreeing, the two souls twist and intertwine with immense pain. A shadowy necrotic substance slowly begins to emerge and grow in place of his lost arm as he falls unconscious, a mysterious vision only he sees flashing before his eyes. The combat continues, offering no end in sight. Valfino fights through searing pain to move Rasmus's unconscious body. Hang on, I have a...
And while she's clearing that out, that clip that you pulled last week, Vivi, and I think we posted it in a couple of places. That was one of my favorite moments in one of our sessions for quite some time. It was really cool, that moment where he had that intersection with Rasputin, and they became one.
Yes, okay. So the booming voice of Rasputin echoes in Rasmus's head, reverberating through his thoughts, calling him for consent to aid, but at what cost? After agreeing, the two souls twist and intertwine with immense pain. Shadowy necrotic substance slowly begins to emerge and grow in the place of his arm, and he falls unconscious. A mysterious vision only he sees flashing before his eyes. Combat continues, offering no end in sight as Valfino fights through searing pain to move Rasmus's unconscious body to a safer position. The party exhausting what little energy they have left, Anaho moves quickly to aid Rizia and able to take down one of the armored skeletal figures with the ring of Ram he pocketed a while back. A very feral Rowan attempts to shake off the effects of her transformation. Before doing so, hones in on how good Val's butt looks in those pants. A guttural roar, after assessing what's happening around her, charges at the last figure, running past Rasmus's severed arm, sword still in his lifeless hand, scoops it up and is able to make multiple attacks before severing the arm of the same skeletal figure that severed his. A wall behind the platform moves to reveal a secret passageway. Rowan scavenges for armor. Valfino finds a sword with a blue glow around it. And Rasmus requests time to look inward about a choice he consented to while he was in the most vulnerable state. Valfino pulls a white stone he found back when they first met and asks if he could take a look at it. He quickly checks and makes a promise to have a better look later, and enters what looks like a meditative state. An impatient Val looks to the group, who shrugs, not understanding the magic items, attempts to figure it out on his own. The stone begins to levitate out of his hand and float above his head, causing his movements to become swifter, but that feeling disappears as he wraps it up. Anoho finds a gold ring off a corpse and puts it on his finger without any knowledge of what it is, but feels nothing yet. Rowan requests aid, seeing that Shadow Arm Boy is busy. Rizia offers to help, but you're gonna get what you're gonna get. Rowan reveals all the scars on her body. Rizia amazingly is able to stitch up the wound, making note of one particular scar before finishing up, and the pair, cursed by Drax, agree to trust on mutual respect for each other. The group heads down the secret passageway, down a corridor, cries of help echoing, and a pungent smell of rotting flesh throughout. We last left off with Anaho peering around the door at the end of the corridor. In a cathedral-style room, on the altar, three figures: a human who is bound and tortured, a dead warrior, and a figure who he sees only for a moment before it vanishes.
Bravo, Rizia. Thank you so much. Vivi, at one point, Robert did say he'd like to buy a comma, please.
Listen, okay, I did it without caffeine.
That was
amazing.
No, that was great. All right, then let's go ahead and get started. We do have 2 giveaways tonight. We have the Ferox Fabrications dice holder. These are custom blue box, laser engraved. You can kind of see it there on the side, and they will hold a full rack of dice. And then also tonight, one of my favorite old school modules. You won the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh, which of course has spawned some of the new stuff that you're seeing in 5e with the redux of that. And with that, we get started.
I've heard 5e's way better.
What'd you say?
No, nothing.
Oh, you've heard 5e's better. All right, party as described. I'll just set the scene for you one more time. That magnificent mosaic on the ceiling shows the grandeur of Spine Castle's past, but what you are seeing in front of you now is the Spine Castle future and or present, rather. As you see Anaho kind of sneaking forward toward the door, his eyes cast around furtively. He mentions that one of them has disappeared. The groans of the one on the rack still, help me. Anaho, what do you do? Peering through the door, you see the red fluted columns and carpeting. You can just sense the evil that has been perpetrated over centuries here.
Peering just immediately into that door. How far does it look like to those pews, those benches up there? Are they benches? Do they have?
Yeah, these are like pews. They're like church pews. And so here I can go overhead for you, and we'll show you exactly how far you are. So as you're standing right there in the doorway, you are just about 70 feet from those first ones. It's a huge cathedral.
Right. And then immediately to the right of the door, do I notice, like, it looks like it's fairly dimly lit.
Yeah, there are shadows all around. You can see braziers lit, these same ever-burning braziers that give off no smoke that you've seen all throughout this temple, and there are shadowy areas all along the edges.
Okay. So, last question, and that's, can I move, if I take no action, can I move additional to my regular speed, like dash or?
Yeah, You sprint, you go double speed.
Okay, perfect. So, just look back to the group, and it looks like that is the individual we look for. Is everyone ready to go in?
You all stand around looking at each other, the torches casting macabre shadows across your faces, orange and yellow illumination somehow with the very nature of this place that you're in seem to make everything look more sinister.
As ready as we'll ever be.
Val will
Yes,
Val will just kind of clear his throat and grab his side as he adjusts his backpack and takes a step forward towards you, going, I'll follow you.
Everyone will nod.
Sounds like perhaps a better plan that I had in mind, Val. So, what do you all say? Val and I can take the shadows to the right, and kind of watch the shadows. Perhaps find things ahead of time, or just cover your back. Any thoughts?
So just the two of you.
Well, better than just me, to be honest.
Did we establish whether or not it was clear?
Well, remember...
There's a man in paint.
There's a man in paint. there was another individual in there as well, and I do not see him anymore. Not sure if he saw me or not. Most people do not see me, but it is not impossible.
Is there a way for you to give us a signal if you find out that it is clear?
Well,
We can.
How about this, bro? You do not hear me screaming in agony. It is clear.
That's not good enough for me, considering everything that we've been through and the fact that most of us are nearly dead. I preferred if you
Rowan.
gave us some sort of signal.
Anaho and I are the most quiet. Look for me, and I will motion you forward if it is good. If I do not give you the signal with my hands, stay back.
All right.
all right. So what do you do?
Is Val, are you just following Anaho?
Val will do his thing where he takes out his dagger for one hand and his crossbow in the other, and he'll kind of look down to you and hunch and nod you forward.
I'll lean back and kind of whisper to you before we enter into that room, and it might be good if you stay 10 feet back or so. Just in case something happens, it keeps you out of the reach of most traps.
Would I be able to do a detect trap?
Well, yes, but you really need to get, typically within range to so if you want to detect a trap here in the doorway, you certainly can. You could try to look 30 feet ahead and just see if anything looks odd to you, but that's a very difficult thing to do.
Okay. Once we get in the room, I would like to, whatever this is called, I have trap finding and trap sense. So whichever one I should use on that, once we're in the room, I'd like to go ahead.
Okay.
Anaho, I'll stay back, but please be careful. If you need me, let me know.
All right. So, Anaho, what are you doing?
Going to the right, utilizing the shadows and being quiet. I do have fast stealth, so I can move my full speed as if it was without any kind of disadvantage.
So you can pad quietly but quickly along this wall to this first set of shadows here in the corner, and let me make a roll.
You want me to roll stealth or anything?
I'm rolling for you.
Okay.
Remember, sometimes I do that because you may think you're quieter than you were, or you may think you're hidden when you're not. So I added your modifier. You pad forward quickly, and you find yourself in the shadows. You still hear the groans of the man on the altar, but no sign of wherever that second figure was that vanished.
And then each time I'll be waiting for Val to follow up, and when Val reaches a point, then make sure we're still in agreement and keep moving forward.
Okay, so Val, you're coming through the door now, and are you heading to the same place that you saw Anaho go?
Yes.
All right, so you move to the right along that same wall, trying to be stealthy, but also looking for any signs of traps. As you reach the same area where he's crouched down, Anaho glances up at you. Is the rest of the party staying inside that antechamber, or are you also coming in?
Rowan would, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say Rowan would, I don't know if Rowan would go completely in unless, Val gave some sort of, indication that there's at least no one else other than this, injured person that's at least safe to come in.
Yep.
Okay. All right. As you're both there
Take him at his word.
in the corner, Anaho, I assume you're eyeing the next spot to go to?
Yeah, and of course, still keeping an eye out into the whole room itself, as well as, especially with the size of this room, glancing up at the ceiling to ensure that there's nothing up there, whether they be ledges or areas where things or people can be hiding. So just making sure I'm checking in the ceiling.
Okay. All right. Interesting. As you look up, I mentioned the ceiling is quite tall, and there are shadows there where the torchlight does not reach. But there's two things I'd like you to do. I'd like you to roll perception twice.
Perception. Going to be a 28.
Okay.
Second perception is a 15.
Okay. Yeah, on the first one, you hear something. You hear a sound, and you are familiar enough with weaponry to know it's the sound of a crossbow being pulled back, but it reverberates around the shadows of the ceiling. You dimly feel like you could see something move up there, but the shadows are deep in the topmost parts of the ceiling.
As soon as I hear the sound, I'll throw my hand up so that Val can see my hand. Well, I don't know if you can see it on the screen. I'll throw my hand up so you can see it, and without making a lot of movements with my body, Val, you'll see all but one of my fingers, not the middle one, all but one of my fingers go down into a fist and point and kind of encircle the ceiling. As if I'm telling you, watch up there.
Do I hear this as well? Am I able to understand what's going on?
Roll d20.
Am I adding anything to this? Like perception or
Yeah, your perception.
And that would be under my skills.
So here's Val hiding in this first set of shadows.
21.
You hear it as well, but you're uncertain as to what it is or why Anaho has reacted in the way he has.
Can I roll a trap finding?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Would that be a d20
Uh-huh.
roll? Okay.
Is anyone else seeing
Yeah, I was
the
like, did we
viewership get real high?
rated or something?
I don't know, but we got almost
Ooh.
We're sitting at
180
180,
people.
John.
Wait, what? Is that a Twitch
Yeah.
glitch, or
I was
did
like,
somebody...
I don't think we got
Yeah, no, it's
rated.
going
It's
back up.
189.
Yeah. It's
190.
180. Yeah,
What up,
190 right now.
everyone?
Hey.
Okay.
Why are
Well,
you-
hello, everyone, whoever that was. Thank you so much for the raid, although I don't know where it is.
Yeah,
Maybe
I didn't see a
I
raid come
was
in. so
confused by it too. I thought maybe I was just.
Twitch has been known to glitch like that, but
I mean,
it seems
cool with
to
it.
be persistent.
Glitch, we like it.
Okay. We didn't get a raid. That's really interesting. So here, let me look at the...
Going up.
Thank you, Renreb. Yeah, I think it's a mistake. I think it's a Twitch mistake. Yeah, I don't want to get everybody too excited. It's
Why did you guys think it's a mistake? Come
I
on.
don't
No,
think it's
I'm looking at the viewer list here, and we don't have 190 people in that viewer list. So, but thank you anyway. We love you know what we have here. We have the people we need here. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Renreb, for the support. Okay. Back to the you look around. You don't see any traps. Then all of you hear a voice reverberating from the highest lofty points of the arched ceilingway. And the voice says, "Ah, you fools. Why have you come? Let me guess. That insipid knave Dunstan is sent for his servant, has he? What a fool. And so are you."
I'll look back at Val. Val, take cover quick. Anywhere, watch the ceilings, take cover. And I will instantly try to find somewhere to grab cover.
If possible, I will turn, look at the entranceway if I can see it from where I'm standing.
Mm-hmm.
And try and make eye contact, like split of a second, right? Like very quickly try and make eye contact with Rowan. And if she's looking, I'll just do a quick head shake, then find a corner to get down on my knees with my crossbow.
All right, so unless one of you would, I'm talking to the rest of the party now who remain behind, unless one of you has come to the doorway, let me show you this again here in Tailspire. You're standing by the doorway, but you are parallel to that doorway. You can see here, so you can't really look in unless one of them actually pokes a head out of the door.
I'll be doing the poking.
All right. As you poke your head in, you see this symbol, this signal rather, from Valfino.
It's the signal.
But
I tell no one.
Oh.
No.
Oh, dang.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No. She'll quietly, like as she's looking at Val, she'll turn and she'll just give her own little like hand signal that like.
As you do this, you don't need to make a perception check. You notice something moving from the ceiling, and a hairy, massive, 8-legged monstrosity slowly drops down from the ceiling and lands. And you hear the voice still up there somewhere. "Perhaps a little time with my pet first." And we go to initiative.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely not.
Let's
Close the door.
Well, that could be an action, yes.
It was nice knowing you guys. Bye. Just kidding.
Yeah, seriously, Rizzy and I we can both.
My one weakness: giant spiders.
Always call me spiders.
The thing I hate the most.
Why couldn't it be changed?
Butterflies.
All right, yes, you're accosted by butterflies. DM has a 5 on the die.
4, but we're gonna use that plus
+2 for
Right.
thank
that
you.
Fraley just gave
Yes, we
us.
are.
Right, Rory?
Thank you so much. And what on earth is going on with Twitch? We're now up to 292 viewers.
303.
Everyone said it's the Dino onesie.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on. Just ignore the number at the top and let's just concentrate.
Oh,
Now we got Troll Lord.
26.
All right, thank you very much, our friends over at TLG, and we appreciate that raid. All right, so as this
Hold off on using +2 die.
this spider
Really?
moves deliberately but accelerating with a speed which is belied by its bulk, its hairy legs scraping against the tile floor, a chittering noise coming from its paps, and those eyes glowing. What do you do?
Val will take out his sword. He'll kind of just drop his crossbow next to him, and his first thing is like, "I want my new sword. I want my comfort, my new special thing."
Did you see what Pat just wrote in the chat?
Yeah.
The VR count is accurate. You're currently on Twitch's recommended channel page. Bluebox RPG.
Oh,
is
let's
now on
go!
Yo!
Let's go. Thank you very much. That's super cool, Twitch folks.
That's
I don't
freaking crazy.
believe this is a real number.
All right.
Josh, you don't believe in any numbers. Shut up.
All right.
I don't know how to read.
All right. So what exactly are you doing, Valfino?
Best behavior.
No best behavior.
Hey,
We'll just give them
Josh,
the
you
raw.
need to mute yourself.
No.
Yeah, Josh, no, you got to go.
Val, kill the spider. One shot.
Josh.
One shot, one kill.
All right, Val, what do you do?
Well, I already said that I dropped my crossbow.
Right, you've got your blade.
But I'm gonna I'm gonna look at a Naho and get out of my crouching position.
All right, and
stand.
let me help you a little bit then. As you look at a Naho, you see a stricken look on his face. He looks torn. Anaho, what are you doing? The creature skitters closer.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and move. Wow. No, yeah, I'll go ahead and move towards the body.
Okay, so you're going to ignore the spider. You're going to run along the side of the cathedral toward where you hear and see the moaning form of the spy, also laying next to a second body, which I referenced before. So you're going to get 60 feet of movement. That'll put you here. Let's see which of you this guy is tracking, because he will pick one. Actually, one of three. And it is, interestingly, it's Valfino. It heads straight for you, skitters over the top of the benches. You can smell the stench of this creature and the decay. You also see little spiderlings kind of moving along the ceiling now that have come into the light as though to watch as they move across the ceiling. So you've got your sword in hand. This creature is closing on you. That's going to put you at, let me double check it here. That's going to put you right at, 50, 60 feet. So like if you two close together, that would be the end of this round. We would go to the next round.
All right, Val is already standing. He takes his sword, two hand, and just holds it up, and he starts running towards this thing. And as he does, he yells, if we could get that death puppy out here, that'd be great.
All right. As your feet pad quickly along the temple tiles, this creature moves skitteringly towards you. As it gets closer, you can see the fangs beneath the paps, and you can feel the thump of the legs as it gets closer and closer to you, and you just feel impending death. Valfino, good luck. Rowan, what are you doing as you stand in the doorway?
My money's on Val. She's kind of like watching.
You already bad, the better.
What? She turns around. What was that?
Just go.
Well, it's not like I can sit here and control it. What does he think that I could do? I could just, and then I just have to, shit. And she's gonna turn around and look at the rest of the group. Are we really gonna fight these traitors?
Rasmus is shoving himself off the wall to start moving that way, so you better move your ass out of the doorway.
Oh, fuck me! And she's gonna turn right around, and we're gonna full charge up all up in that. All of it.
All right, as all of you charge forward, that will conclude that round. You still hear that voice up above in the rafters, and it mocks you. I will enjoy watching this. I'm not sure you will enjoy it as much as I will. And with that, we go to our second round of initiative. As we're doing that, I want to welcome all those that are watching us through Twitch on their preferred channel. That is awesome. Thank you so much for watching us. Blue Box here, we play D&D, and we use some 3.5e, some 5e rule sets. We're in an ongoing campaign here, and we do also have tonight a couple of giveaways. Tonight, we're giving away one of the original modules U1, The Sinister Secrets of Saltmarsh, will be given away tonight on stream. And then also, we're giving away one of these gorgeous wooden dice tubes from Ferox Fabrication. They actually have the Blue Box logo laser engraved. They look much cooler than what I'm showing you here, and those will be given away tonight. Before we resume the combat, we do have a customary greeting that we have for folks when they're on Blue Box and joining us for the first time. If you're watching right now and you haven't followed, or if you're a follower and you haven't sub, or if you're a sub whose sub is expired, we have one question for you. What are you doing? Come on, give us a follow, give us a sub. We appreciate all the support. All right, initiative.
Oh.
I lost.
You lost.
Oh,
You
so
lost.
Then it's
Yeah, I
with
lost.
me.
Back
to me.
the next person. Yep.
Okay, on to the next. On to
Come
the
on,
next.
ready
Ready?
up.
God.
4?
Because we did not use
A 4, all right. And DM has a 6.
Get rid of that dice you have.
The massive spider looms up over Valfino and plunges down violently. You see poison dripping off the fangs,
Valfino,
and that is a hit.
idea for your next
It
character.
crunches fangs right through your armor into your shoulder. You feel the white-hot injection of poison into that arm. I need you to make a Fortitude saving throw, DC 17. So you're gonna roll a D20, and you're gonna add whatever your Fortitude save is on your character sheet.
I'm dead. Where would? Okay. Please. On.
Remember, you can use anything you have from the viewers too. You can add those bonuses from the viewers.
Okay. 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 I think I have +2. So we're gonna add that. And then I rolled a 9 + 4, then plus those 2. So that's gonna be what, a 15?
Uh-huh. So you
Okay. John.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Johnny.
that was a total of 15, right? All right.
Wait,
Yep.
was that a crit?
No, it's not a crit.
Okay, sorry.
No,
sorry,
no.
I was gifting us up.
No, it's not a crit. As the poison courses through your shoulder, you feel your fingers begin to tingle. You take
Ooh.
6 points from the initial bite, but then from the injection of poison... What's that? Injection of poison,
Like, okay.
you take an additional 8 points, and you suffer 7 points of strength loss. You suddenly feel your limbs go weak.
Oh no.
Okay, so that was like math, right? So 8 points.
Yeah.
My math correctly.
Yes, that's right.
Father
Okay,
hell.
cool. Thank you.
Are you still conscious? Are you still conscious?
Alrighty, guys.
His little wobbly legs.
All right, go ahead.
Alive.
So Valfino, as it's kind of pumping that venom into you, then it pulls back out and looks like it's going to lunge for a second attack. You weakly lift your sword. Feels like it's 3 times its normal weight in your hand. You attack?
Yeah.
All right. So
No, don't
Yeah.
do it.
so
I'm
so
not just gonna sit
retreating.
here and go peacefully.
Kick his ass.
No.
so go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. What is my points with this sword? Because I don't have that.
Well, no. So I know what the additional bonus is to the blade, but what I need you to roll is just roll your base attack bonus, then what your normal to hit bonus would be, and then
Oh,
what?
I got a nat 20.
No way. Okay. All right.
That's right.
All right. Your arms wobbling feebly. You manage to muster just enough strength to push the blade forward right as the creature is getting ready to come down a second time. Now roll to confirm that to see if it's actually a critical.
What do I roll?
Roll
for
it.
that?
Just roll to hit again.
20?
Just roll to hit again.
Okay, I can roll
Come
another
on.
20. We can do
Let's
this,
go.
guys. We can do this.
Where did Rory go? Why have you quit on us?
He's took my phone.
I think he's coming to help her.
Oh, that one wasn't great.
Okay. Well, what was that?
I rolled an 11.
An 11 total. What? No, but then.
Plus, what am I plussing?
Yeah. What's your?
normal attack modifier? Come on, back up.
Yeah, but what's your normal? What's your?
I have my phone. I need
What's your normal strength score? Just your normal strength score.
Normal strength is gonna be 17.
17.
Nope.
So
Yep, 17.
All right, so it dropped down to 10, so you lose 3 off that base attack bonus. So
Valfino.
that gave you a total of that actually is a crit. Roll percentile dice, please.
Oh, you got another 2 plus 1 Valfino.
So you managed to time this meager weak blow just perfectly as the spider comes down. And so roll your percentile dice, and we will consult the ever mysterious Tim nefarious critical tables.
Nope, 2d10.
That's another D20, right?
Nope.
No, 2d10. 2d10.
2D20.
2d10.
What's the D10?
It's the one with the 10 digits, like the.
So if for our fans who are watching here,
Come on, Rory.
we have a combination of experienced players and new players here at Blue Box, and we like bringing new players into the fold.
The other one that has a solid number,
Which
not
one's
a
the
0
D10?
number. Oh, it's
Okay, thank you. We found it.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, guys.
Just roll it twice.
Sorry.
Okay, first one's a 9.
No. Are you kidding me?
Great.
All right, roll the second one.
99. You got 99.
You want me to show you? I can take pictures.
That spider will
Wow.
be missed, John. Great.
Are you kidding me?
Bye, spider.
Oh my gosh,
Okay,
a
John, go ahead.
99%.
Didn't have to fight it after all.
A 90.
All right, so let me pull this up here, and I will describe for you what happened.
Very good.
Okay.
I mean, could have been
You know,
better.
you could have done a little bit better.
Yeah, I could have
but,
been
like,
a little bit better.
But
it's
you
fine.
did
Dang.
pretty dang good.
Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad.
All right, so I'll read to you what the crit. Your weapon pierces your huge adversary's mighty heart, killing it instantly. If the blow was struck in close combat, which it was, there's a 50% chance the monster will fall on you. Yep, that makes sense. In this case, you must pass an average, we'll do a reflex save, or suffer a hit on that as well. Yeah, so I'll let you describe to me what it looks like with that as your guidance, and then we're going to make another roll here.
Okay, so Val is like slumping over, right? And he's just the last bit of strength. Takes his sword and just tries to jam it before this big Spidey man comes in and bites him
Man.
for the second time. And Val uses every ounce of strength he has to just take his palm against the hilt of the sword and push it into this spider. He is thinking about his friends and his life and is just, I can't die yet. We have to save Rowan and Rizia. And he just pushes the sword into this big old Spidey boy.
All right, well, roll D20 again for me, and
Okay.
we're going to add your reflex save to it. Whoops, sorry, I'm rolling. I mean to refresh. Ignore the Nightbot giveaways in the chat. That was a mistake.
Can't win them all. I got a 2.
Excuse me.
You got a 2. Okay. All right.
No.
So it happens almost like you said. There's just one little variant. With will, Valfino desired to press his hand against the pommel of that blade, and shove it. But the reality is, he had no strength remaining. It's as the creature comes down on top of him, hits you in the chest, drives the blade through the creature, but the creature slumps down right on top of Valfino, crushing you to the ground, and you take...
John, I don't got much more.
The dice are the dice. You take 11 points of damage
Lordy.
as it lands on top of you.
How much did you have left? You had 5?
Okay, all right. So you're at -6.
Okay. I was so scared.
Yeah. So, but
Negative? I thought I was dead.
no. You go to negative. You go to -10 plus your con modifier. So, and this is so cool. Thank you, Twitch. We're up to 376 viewers. We really appreciate everybody watching. As it crushes down on you, you are, though, bleeding, so we're going to have to make con checks. Valfino is at -6 lying on the floor. The rest of you see this. Let's go in proximity of distance. Let's put Rasmus up first next. Rasmus, that's only about 20 feet. You can close that distance and attack if you wish.
So Rowan, Rasmus, and Rizia all bust through the front of the door, all bamf, like he's pulled his sword out, his shield that he got from the elven battlefield. He gets in front, looks around, and sees like this amazing slash into the spider, and then it just and falls right on top of Valfino. Yes.
Yep, exactly. And you hear a groan and a splat.
Rasmus just, I will sheathe this sword and just run over that way to Valfino. Take care of whatever is up front, as he's going to go to Valfino and begin healing.
All right, well, as you go to Valfino, you can now clearly tell the spider is dead. Its legs are still twitching, but they're beginning to curl up, actually gathering Valfino underneath, with the reflex action of the curling of the arms. And you see blood and black ichor pouring out of Valfino's shoulder. So you're going to do a healing spell?
Yes, so I was wondering if it's possible for me to be able to get Valfino out from under, because if I heal it, are like the pincers still inside of the shoulder, so if I healed it, it would just like...
No, it came up and then plummeted back down. But you could tell she's being crushed under its weight. She is bleeding, and you cannot move her and cast a spell this round.
Okay. Then I'll actually try and just, with my right arm, wrap it underneath with the arm, like the hand going through under my elbow. I'm going to get my hand under her shoulder and then try and pull her out, or him out, sorry.
Okay. You wedge under as best you can the pungent odor of poison mingled with the copper alloy of blood. And you see already Valfino's face going pallid, and you see purplish lines coming up on the veins of his neck. You gather your arms underneath the shoulder, and you begin to tug. We're going to make a strength check here, so you're going to roll underneath your strength.
It's not that strong.
Rolled underneath with an 8.
Okay. As you shift and pull Valfino with painstaking slowness, the body squelches as it slides out from underneath the spider. And as you pull him out, you see he's already beginning to shake. Valfino, I need you to make another saving throw. And I would advise you to use anything and everything you have from the audience to assist you in this saving throw.
Is that another D20?
Another D20, add your fortitude bonus.
Okay.
And you have 4 plus 4s. Or 4 plus
Okay.
1s.
So are you going to use all your 4 plus 1s?
Bad boys.
All right.
Oh, heck yeah, bud.
Okay. All right.
We're living
Yep.
today. Not the day I die.
I do not choose death.
You can't make me. I'm stubborn.
Calls my name.
Okay, so that was 16.
Okay. All right. No, that's fine. You made it. You made it. You made it. You see Valfino struggling to keep breathing. Shallow, trembling breath, and moaning and rolling over. Let's go now to you, Anaho. You're skulking quickly along the side of the temple, headed toward the front. As you curl around the benches, you can hear the groan and the scream. You cast a quick glance over your shoulder, and you can see Valfino tangled up with the spider. Difficult from this distance to see what's happened, but whatever it was, you know it's bloody and messy. You are now about 20 feet away from this altar, and now that you're closer, you can see there are 2 men laying on the altar. One is clothed in plain brown garments. His boots have been stripped off. It looks like the toenails have been pulled from his feet. His hands are chained to the table, and his head lolls back and forth, moaning. You can see it looks like one of his ears has been completely sliced off. The man next to him now looks in worse shape. Now that you're close enough to see, this man in full armor is missing an arm, gash across his helmet. Looks like even from here he's been partially eaten, and he is clearly dead. What do you do?
Can I take a quick glance around? I'll still be moving. I'm not going to move directly to the table, though. I see that there's that podium, like, pew thing, right?
Right,
On the other side of the table. And from here, I'd imagine I can't really see if there's anything behind it.
It looks like a lectern of some kind, but yeah, you can't really see from this angle if there's anything behind it. You see no signs of movement other than the slow, tortured movement of the man groaning on the altar.
So I'll move forward at an angle to get a view behind it, but as I do that, I still want to be aware of what's around me in the ceiling, as well as just the rest of the room. I don't want to drop my guard on whatever's around or above me.
Okay.
And I'll take a sprint action on this as well.
All right, so you sprint forward quickly. You get right behind, and you can see, in fact, there are two giant chairs. There's a lectern where no doubt many sermons of absolutely malign and despoiled nature have been spoken to the adoring ears of the corrupt. You shudder to think what sort of ceremonies have taken place in this temple over time. The man on the altar groans as he moves over, but you don't see anything else of note here. However, you do hear that voice again. I think it's about time for you to stop. We don't actually need you providing any aid. And you hear the fateful twang of a crossbow bolt that comes from somewhere up above in the ceiling.
I swear for Naho.
And that is a hit. All right, it comes right down, hits you right in the trap, between the shoulder and the neck, because it's coming from on high. Thunk, sinks in, and you also feel the white hot burn of poison. I need you to roll Fortitude save DC 17 versus poison. Thank you very much for the subs.
Oh, I hope Erasmus can travel fast.
Oh, freak.
Because I got a 12, but if it matters, I got a 1 on my roll.
Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, you got a total of 12, but you got a 1 on the roll? No, yeah, it does matter. Because the fumbles are still the fumbles. We'll go ahead and roll again. We're confirming a fumble on the save. Thank you, Ren Rev.
Okay.
Oh, we got a hype train close.
Ooh, it's coming.
He got a 26 strong.
26 on the second one? Where was that on the first one, dude?
I don't know.
Hey.
All right. You take it. You wouldn't know this, but it's okay to metagame this. It's the same poison that has been extracted from the spider. You take 8 points and 4 points. So you take a total of 12, but then you also take that strength damage. Your strength drops by 8 points.
What?
So,
Suddenly, you just feel coursing weakness through your body.
to adequately do this in the app, I'm subtracting 8 from my 10.
From your 10, yeah. So it's a 2, which means now essentially you're on the ground, unable to move, carrying anything. You are profoundly weakened. This is not going well.
I don't like this at all.
So,
You remember that scream that I said I'd make if it's not clear? I'm making it.
Okay.
so what happens if we drop to 0 strength, John?
You fall unconscious.
We all get 8.
Yeah, and it's not good. You can die from statistic loss as well. All right, Rasmus, as Anaho collapses to a heap, you pull Val over. Let's go back to Rowan. Rowan, what are you doing?
Did I see where that arrow came from?
Roll perception. Good question.
Dude. Shake it. That's cocked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Players never say the die was cocked when they roll a 20, though. Interesting.
No, I mean, I got a nat 1. I was going to be honest.
You got a nat 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are confident that it came from the rafters over on the left side of the temple.
Fact. All right.
All right, so you can't metagame this. For our new viewers, and even for, we got a couple new players here, the mechanic that just occurred there is when you have critical failures on certain roles like perception, then I like employing the mechanic that you don't just not see something, you think you see something you didn't see. So in this case, in the rush of movement and all the chaos, Rowan saw something. Perhaps it was the movement of one of those spiderlings, but thought that the arrow came from that direction, but she has to play it that way. She can't metagame it that she knows actually it didn't come from that direction. I don't normally explain that in-game, but with so many guest viewers, I thought that would be good to mention. All right, Rowan, what do you do?
This would be a good time to go, well, wouldn't it? However,
Not so close to us. Please.
I mean, am I allowed
To do what?
to... Can I do the thing?
Oh, the thing.
I don't think we even really set up a...
Can you do the thing? Are you trying to do the thing?
I was going to do it as if it were... I was going to use it as, like, rage, but again...
Right.
we never-
Yeah. Well, with that, but that's a mechanic. Remember, it's still an imperfect. Thank you very much, guys. We got a level 4 hype train.
Die. Never mind. I don't want to die. I don't want to kill anybody yet. Val's already questionably.
All right.
Dead.
So what do you do, Rowan?
Does it look like there's any immediate way, like any sort of rafters or stairs, ladder, anything to get up to that side?
No. You could try to get over to the edges and climb the balustrades, but it looks touchy at best. There are, unfortunately, there are no Indiana Jones ropes hanging from the ceiling, nothing like that.
Okay, I guess I'm going to do my best to hug the left side of the wall, so that way whatever's over there can't shoot me. Based off of my information. And
Okay.
try to make my way to Anaho. And
All
I'm
right.
going to also announce the shooter's on the left side. As she starts making her way over that way.
I love it. All right, so you're sprinting. We'll give you a full move action here. You get almost to the wall.
Now, halfling.
All right, and now we go to Rizia. Rizia, you see the party splitting in different directions. Anaho up somewhere in the front. You see Valfino shaking on the ground, turning this pallid color of death. And as Erasmus pulls Valfino out from underneath the spider, you see the guts and the ichor of the spider sort of oozing out on the floor. What do you do?
So you said Anaho is straight down the middle.
Yes.
The aisle? He's walking down the aisle?
No. He went down the side. He's not straight down there. He went around. In fact, you lost sight of him. He was in the shadows.
Okay.
But it wasn't until the twang of that bolt you look up and you see him slump to the ground.
That's where I'm running off to.
Oh, I thought you were going to the left.
She's doing it at an oblique angle. Yeah, she's running sort of
I don't wanna
forward.
get shot because I thought the guy was shooting from the left, so if he can't shoot right down there like that, that would take way more effort.
Based on what Rizia knows and her pact and her bond with Rowan now, she will take her advice. If Erasmus says that he's okay there, she's going to follow.
Okay. She follows and runs to the edge. You both reach the bench, and you see it's about another 60 feet, 70 feet till you get to the edge of all of these ancient pews. Now, we're going to go to initiative.
Question to you
Yes.
before we go to initiative. Down the pews, do we see anything? They're just wooden pews, correct?
Yeah, they're hard wooden pews, weathered with centuries of use, no padding, completely empty.
Okay, good to know. Noted.
Thank you, Renreb! All right, so,
So much.
all right. I have a 3 on the die.
Thank you.
It's Josh's turn because I lost.
Let's go, Josh.
Oh,
Joshua, look at me right here.
Joshua
Four
Blake, you do
here.
not.
You got a 4. Okay, all right.
welcome.
As Valfino trembles and these spidery, necrotic-looking vessels grow up now into his cheeks, what do you do?
so I would like to try. So I've pulled out the body, and I'm trying to almost use this massive spider body as a boundary barrier between us and the front of this room. So I'm pulling
Okay,
the body
that
out,
makes sense.
crouching over top, and then finding where the wound is, holding my hands over top of it, and begin whispering in an incoherent language of just as then he's going to thrust with this dark energy going down that right arm and pushing cure moderate wounds into him.
All right. Go ahead and roll your healing.
Woo! Not bad. Really not bad.
Please help. Please help.
That's 17 points of healing.
Whoa! Really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's go, Rasmus. That's more effective than I thought. All right. You see immediately.
17 points.
Well, yes and no. What just happened, the full 17 have not reached you. You have gotten this healing. You have now zeroed out, but I'm allowing it to now negate the poison based on your saving throw as well. You made your saving throw plus his healing. That takes you to 0 hit points. But you see now she's stable, breathing is normal, and the wound has closed.
But not conscious.
Not conscious. Now you can still take a move action if you wish. Let me knock down the
No,
spider.
he's gonna stick by Valfino, and if he's no, he can't see anything towards the front of the room because he's perfectly blocked. Never mind, that's his turn. He's just gonna be trying to heal and get him awake, just lightly slapping him, come on, man.
Okay.
You need to wake up. You need
All
to
right.
wake up.
As the mailed and heavily armored feet of Rizia thunder across the tiles, getting closer and closer to the front, Rowan just ahead. You get to the very front and peer around these pews. You now see the same thing I described earlier to Anaho, which is those two bodies that are laying on the platform, one barely moving. You can't see anything of Anaho, but now, as you look up, you do see a figure you did not see before that is floating in midair, flying high above the party. Was not visible previously, but clearly now, OOC, attack action, killed the invisibility. But as you look at the creature, what really stands out to you? It looks like a man, monk-like robes. You see the symbol of Hextor on his robes, but it's none of this which grabs your attention. The symbol of Hextor, those 3 arrows clutched, you've seen many places here inside the temple. But what you see now is this figure is masked and has a grotesquely cold steel mask over his face as he hovers above and pulls out what looks like a rod. His eyes fall to you as he drops the crossbow to the ground and points the rod. So that's your full move action. He's going to take an action in a moment. Valfino's unconscious. Anaho, you are conscious, but you are laying on the ground, burdened by the weight of your own armor. What do you do?
Can I see him?
You struggle. You lift your head. Feels like it weighs 100 pounds. Twisting your weakened neck, you do see the figure floating up above you, about 30 feet in the air. You're looking at it from the back, though. So the face is not facing you. The face is facing. So you can't see the mask, but you can see the robes.
I'll just quiet myself, and with my daggers in hand, right by my side, daggers in hand, laying on the ground, I'll just kind of go, not that I'm losing awareness of what's around me, but go kind of internal and just focus on my muscles and focus on where I'm at, and just, you know, I'm not a stranger to poisons. And just, okay, and just trying to focus on that and letting it run its course, but paying attention to the symptoms that I'm feeling while it's running this course, but keeping an eye on this individual in the sky.
All right, I love that. That is perfectly played for your character. And let's do a, let's call this knowledge nature. You're going to make a check trying to see if you can make any read on this poison, even as you feel it coursing through your veins.
I have some pluses.
Uh-huh.
I want to use them. Some of them. Yeah. Knowledge nature. I will use 3 of them. Come on. Okay, I'm glad I did that. So that's plus 3. Plus nature. So I got a 12.
A 12. You dimly think you don't recognize, but you certainly sense the neuropathic effects. You feel the subtle attacks on your nervous system. I'm going to give you a +2 when you make your next saving throw to see if this poison continues based on that check, and we'll do that in a moment. All right, Rizia, Rowan, as you come careening around the corner of that final bench, and you see this macabre-looking, metallic-faced figure looking down at you. The rod that he holds out looks silver in nature, and as he points it down at you, you see a jagged bolt of electricity come out of the rod, and you hear the frightening sound of the crackle of that electricity, and you smell the ozone of burning energy in the air. And I need... So the way you're lined up in his angle, he cannot hit both of you with that bolt. So, because he's coming from down high, so it's not going to have the normal trajectory. So it's going to be 1 to 3, 4 to 6.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because Josh refuses to help me.
Yes.
I've never used it before, so forgive me. But uncanny dodge, how does that work? And my biggest thing is, when am I allowed to use it?
Anytime you want, and it works based on when you make a saving throw against something which would normally be avoided by a reflex save. Instead of taking half damage, you take no damage.
Okay.
In that
so
process.
In this certain situation, if he's shooting me with lightning.
If he were shooting you, yes, but unfortunately he's not. That bolt goes straight at Rizia.
Got my watch!
Rizia, I need you to make a reflex save. A reflex save DC 16. Reflex save DC 16.
Gosh,
Okay.
Rowan, why couldn't it have been you?
why couldn't it
Who
have been me?
knows? Just kidding. Reflex save, you said?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Everyone in a whammy. Kind sir. I feel like he, is not going to just whack me nicely with this thunder stick. So can I please add? I can do 5, crash and 5 for roll for advantage, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, Amanda, I am using 5 of my 11 to roll for advantage, just in case. I rolled a nat 20, I didn't even need it.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So you do manage with remarkable speed to jump. Actually, do you choose to jump between these two benches or away from them?
I will jump. Can I see how far away he is from me?
Yeah, so he is...
Give me like an over.
Yeah, so he's right here, about 30 feet up and about 35 feet away.
30 feet up?
Mm-hmm. He's still floating in midair.
Thank you, Rob. Then I will jump in between the pews then.
All right, Rizia, you leap between the pews, but unfortunately, you do still get hit partially with that bolt of lightning. And we'll go ahead and roll the dice on the screen here. because it's a few dice.
I don't like those dice.
You take 30. Oh no, but you only take half. 16 points of damage as you leap between part of the bolt. Actually hits the bench. You smell the fry of burning wood as you dodge between those benches, and
Insane.
I believe
And live.
Rowan is the only one who has an action left. So Rowan, what are you doing?
Screaming.
Let me hear it.
You know, she like shouts like, "Risia!" And then just like as like the rubble and everything just kind of everywhere. Shit. And oh god, what can I do to him all the way up there? Oh god, okay.
Just throw yourself up there.
I might. God, I want to polymorph so bad, but I can't do it yet.
Hurry up.
Shut up. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna rage. We're gonna rage. I'm gonna rage, and I'm going to, because I have two swords right now, right? I have Rasmus's sword, and I have my own sword.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, you gave my sword back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well, I got
Otherwise,
mine,
I'd be
so that's
swordless.
also fine. Okay, so I'm gonna take my sword, and I'm just like, instinct, without even thinking, unsheath, and I'm throwing it at him. Reaching this guy.
Okay. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt to say that you realize even to have a decent chance at a really foolish maneuver, you close a few feet of the distance as you try to
Creative, maybe.
huck your sword 30 feet in the air. Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Bob, you just got
Heck
two
yeah!
more +1s
Thank you very much. Oh, hey, it's good to see you, Jason.
from Gaming Road.
Thank you also, Benjamin. I saw you were in earlier. And thank you, Rob.
Yo, thanks. Speaking beats.
Okay, it was almost a crit. That was gonna be beautiful. Never mind now. Okay, so using, how many of those can I use again? As many as I want?
You have to declare them beforehand, though.
I did though.
Oh, you did?
That's why I rolled it. So I can only use one of them, right, each time? Or
Oh, correct. Correct.
one at a time? Okay, so then
Wait,
it would be...
I'm sorry, what are you asking? You can use multiple +1s at the same time, but you can't do, for example, an advantage and an advantage, right? You could do an extra action, but... So what do you
I
do?
didn't do that, so I'll do a +2 then. We'll make it a even 21.
An even 21.
Yeah, we'll do that.
A wondrous throw. Remarkably accurate. And yet, even as you're releasing it, you realize this creature is flying, sees this coming from 30 feet away, and with a casual, almost dismissive elegance, he just kind of wafts out of the way, and your blade goes arching end over end and clangs ignominiously to the floor. With that, we are going to go to our one and only break tonight. Thank you, everybody that's with us. Thank you for all the subs, all the bits, all the follows. Thank you for everyone that came in through that front page Twitch. Really cool to see those numbers and all the people that bumped in for a bit. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and put our giveaway in the chat tonight, and our giveaway tonight is that dice tube from Ferox Fabrications. This is hand laser engraved, laser engraved with the Blue Box logo. Super cool. And you're going to type !dice tube in the chat. It should already be working. !dice tube in the chat. Let me paste it in there. Control V. And all right. And then, of course, coming up later tonight, we have the giveaway of our Sinister Salt Marsh module, U1, from Lightning Source. These are gorgeous reprints, courtesy of Canadian Ancient Gamer. Thank you, Patrick, for all that you do there. Thanks for joining us, Phil, CK. So before we go to break, we'll ask the question again, since we had so many new people on tonight. If you're watching tonight and you haven't followed, or if you're a follower who hasn't subbed, or if you're a sub whose sub has expired, here at Blue Box, we have one question for you. What are you doing? Blue Box will be right back.
With it.
Oh, I need coffee.
We'll leave the mics hot during the break, as we always do.
Hotter than these mics is the one and only Rory. Rory, how's it going?
Yeah.
It's going pretty well. It's going pretty well.
God,
Yeah.
why he built like that?
Currently, so wait, question. Do we
Yeah.
know this metagame,
What?
whether the poison, its effects stay, like that negative strength stays even when you save from it?
Metagame wise, are you saying like?
Yeah. Like,
Well,
do we
so this-
know this?
So our players, our characters, right, obviously don't.
Yeah.
The stat drains that I've seen, because stat drains exist,
Yes.
right? Lovely 5 and 5th edition only has stat drains for like intelligence, right? For that spell, whatever that spell is, stupefy.
Yeah. And
Well-
certain creatures like shadows.
Yeah. Well, it's heavy existence in 3.5 on all
Right.
stats.
Great.
So I found that out when I looked that up the other day.
I also
Um,
love that I have the highest strength of the group, and I have not had one of these strength drains
Do you
yet.
have the highest strength of the group?
Hey, eight triples anybody. But,
Yeah, seriously. Right as he was like, "Oh yeah, 8 strength," I was like, "I'm sorry."
yeah. I was done.
What?
So the stat drains I've seen are like for the one that I'm going to be using in one of my games
Yeah.
is for Constitution, and it's temporary. So once you recover from the illness, the stat goes back.
Okay.
But if that stat of Constitution hits 0, you die.
Yeah, that's what I'm used to. Is if strength hits 0, like Hob has encountered that many a times in my games, as she loves it. From the shadows, you guys fought multiple times. Every time one of the shadows would hit you guys, you would lose a D4 of strength.
Yeah, that's like my favorite part.
Yeah, that was wonderful. You guys running out of the Dunbar's estate. That was fun.
Right? And you could
That was great.
say that 0 strength is like a level of exhaustion,
Yeah,
or you could say 0 strength means you can't even move your lungs, you
And-
suffocate.
and I don't, I don't have lesser restoration, so unless John is very kind again and does that whole like high
Well,
amount
so
of
I
healing,
think
but I
that's where
only
the
have
saving.
one.
I think that's where the saving throw is going to come in too, right?
Yeah,
So, and I'm glad I played it up that way. But Anaho's trying to understand the poison that's in him,
yeah,
and so if it's like, okay, it affects my nerves and it affects it this way, or if it affects my bloodstream and I do this, maybe he can work through it, pass his con save,
I'm
his
really hoping.
whatever save, right? And then maybe a round goes by of like stunned, and then he's back to normal. It's so many
Yeah.
ways that John can work that
Yeah,
without like trying to. Oh, I don't want you to die. Like it's just
Yeah,
legitimate ways
seriously.
to work it.
okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom now that John's here.
Huh?
All right, we'll be back in just a second here. We get the rest of our players back in. Thanks for staying with us through the break. We do like to keep the mics hot during the break. It gives our viewers sometimes a chance to chat directly with the players in a way that can't really happen during the game action. And I believe we have some fan art I need to pull up.
Yeah, but she's getting into stuff in here.
Are we done yet? Just kidding. I hope John didn't.
Okay. Bum 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 bum.
Sick.
Thank you. Good to see you, Sam. Appreciate that resub.
I'm gonna die after this stream. I'm just gonna. I don't even know where this energy came from. If it weren't for that big influx of viewers at that one point, I would have been. I don't even know.
Well, real life is the BBEG at times, and we all have those difficult days. But I've also found many times when I sit down at the gaming table, I feel much, much better afterwards. We've talked about that. So certainly appreciate all those viewers that came in, I guess, from the front page of Twitch or however that works. But then also appreciate all the regulars that are here and all the new viewers that have joined with. And thank you so much for all the bits, the subs, the hype train. That came predominantly, if not exclusively, I'd have to go back and look. I'll look at it later, from all of our existing Mad Chatters. And you guys are absolutely awesome tonight. Thank you so much for that. Let's go ahead and let's kick it back live on video. Boom. All right, so there's still time to type that exclamation point dice tube. We'll do that giveaway here in just a moment. And then we'll open up the giveaway for the Sinister Saltmarsh module. But before we do that, let's just do a couple of housekeeping items here. First of all, thank you again to all of our sponsors. We didn't mention a couple of them at the beginning because we wanted to kind of break it up. Thank you to the amazing Mike Disney at Art of Mike Disney. An incredible artist, mini painter, great role player, all-around fantastic guy. I believe Dice Tube has a space in it the way I did it. I probably shouldn't have done that, but yeah, it should be like that when you type it in the chat. And then, he's an artist, a painter. He is the creator of the Overgord in the Reaper 5 mini kit, and just an amazing guy. Check out Mike Disney at Art of Mike Disney. You can support him there. And then thank you very much to Cowboy Hob. You're watching her play tonight, and Hob, who's playing Rowan, is our resident artist extraordinaire, and she has such great artwork. All the characters that you're seeing here, all the scenes to the right that you're seeing here, these are all hers. Also, brand new overlays are coming if she ever gets around to them, and those will be hers as well. I'm teasing off. And then, so just thank you, and you can support her when she has openings. I know she's just started a new job right now as well, but there's a link there. You can check it out. Yeah, she's pretty busy, but you can check it out. If you can get on the list, I can highly recommend her artwork.
Always space on my list. I got you.
for 2026. No, I'm teasing. All right.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's see. Then Cozy Gamer Dice. Thank you, Cozy Gamer, maker of all kinds of cool dice. And thank you for supporting all of our sponsors. Lastly, make sure you check out our Discord. If you're not in our Discord, we can pop that link in, and the Discord is a place where the game continues all during the week, and we have a really cool chat in there. It's a really great community that's been built, and then there are channels for each of these campaigns. So, for example, this, which is Greyhawk Awakening, there are channels in there where you can find notes on the campaign, you can meet the characters, keep up with things that are going on in between the gaming sessions. So check out that in the Discord. And let's go ahead and do our giveaway. I'll give you 10 more seconds here on the Dice Tube. I'm going to close it off here.
Dice a tube.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
4,
3, 2, 1. And rolling it. The winner is...
Aculus.
Oh, let's go, Josh! Congratulations, my friend.
Oh, hey!
Congrats. And I'm going to refresh that and do the next one. And I have all of your information already, Josh, so unless you've moved, you don't have to send me anything. All right.
I haven't.
No, I'm talking to the good Josh.
Oh.
Better Josh. Just kidding.
The better Josh. All right.
Not try this.
So here we go. Here's the next giveaway. Saltmarsh. And we'll do that a little bit later in the stream. Type that in the chat. And now we resume with the combat. As Rowan's blade helplessly clatters to the ground on the opposite side, as I think I said ignominiously. It's almost like the thud of mockery as it skitters across the ground. And fortunately, your arm was not quite good enough to reach Anaho where he's lying prostrate on the ground either. But Anaho, you do see the blade scatter right past you. And with that, I believe we're back to initiative.
Josh, there you go.
Oh, freak. I won.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
All right.
And here we are.
DM has
4.
a 5. All right.
That's that +2 from Fraley earlier.
No, you've already used that. All right.
No,
So.
he gave us another one.
There was
He
a
gave
second
us
one.
Oh, he gave you another one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, haven't I said those have to be declared beforehand, though? Pretty sure I've said that.
Oh.
Not those.
No?
Nope.
Are we sure? Play
All
back.
right.
We said
Play
that
All
back.
right.
the advantages and-
All right, I'll allow it for today. All right,
What are
so
the receipts, John? Just kidding.
all right, so back to you then, Rasmus. What are you doing as you are
Rasmus?
over the now stabilized but inert body of Valfino?
He's going to try and get Valfino coherent and awake and not dead
How?
or unconscious. Either through just a straight up heal check in hopes to be able to wake him up.
Do you have healing kits?
I do. I still
Or you
have-
want to try the application of a healing kit where the wound was, even though it's partially closed?
Yeah, if I have if in the healing kit there's like some smelling salts or something to really just try and get
Okay, so you attempt whatever various ministrations which Rasmus would probably be much better at than you are.
way better. I'm gonna use 3 of my plus ones.
Okay.
Ooh,
Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
no, that's gonna be a 29.
Wow.
Call upon Ministereth. A 29?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say, yes, you managed to hastily construct a modest tincture, which has both the salutary effects on the olfactory and then also gives a little bit of that aid to the wound. And you see Valfino's eyes flutter open. Your nose curls at the stench of what's been, and you are like, you're not really sure what's happened. You feel a throb in your shoulder, you feel goo all over your body, and you see Rasmus standing over you, looking quite concerned.
Rasmus having Valfino there. He's laying on the ground behind this spider bunker. He's literally just going to put a hand on his chest and say, "Do not move. Stay here or you will kill yourself." As he's going to get up and scoop up the sword that Valfino found and start running towards the combat.
You scrape the blade off the ground and start running. I'll give you 15 feet of movement at the end of that.
Whatever I got.
And right there. Thank you very much, Benjamin. Thank you earlier, triple one.
Thank you so much. We needed
Thank you.
so badly.
All right. Good thing I have some to use as well. All right. Now let's come up here. Rowan. I don't know. For some reason, this just tickles me. Rowan, you're standing there now, weaponless. You hear some snickering laughter from behind that metallic mask.
Gross. Can I run towards my sword?
Yes, you can. You're playing.
Yeah, I like look up and I hear the clank, clank, clank. And like.
Are you run towards your blade as it's skittering across the ground, basically playing catch with yourself.
She keeps kicking it further away.
All right, that's your round as you pursue your errant sword. Rizia, you come up from between those now charred benches, and you see the figure looming above, gently snickering. What do you do?
I'm going to move towards the altar.
All right, so you hop up over a bench. You can get all the way to the altar. What are you going to do when you get there?
Where is he? Oh, he's floating now.
Yeah, he's floating almost
I would
directly
like to
above
be
the altar.
As far away as he can and like crouch down below. Which one is the one who's still alive?
The one closest to you here, the one plainly clothed.
Wonderful.
Yeah, the one armored is the one clearly half-eaten.
Okay, then I'm just going to move to come to him and kind of duck down so that he doesn't really have a nice line of sight for me.
Okay.
What kind of shackles does he have?
They look like simple chain manacles.
Then she's gonna swing at the chains that connecting him to the not the manacles around his hand, but
Right.
the chains that connect it. Yeah.
All right, you take your axe, and I know you're trying to sort of stay behind it, but you're gonna have to stand to do that.
That's fine.
Yeah, so you stand up and you bring that great axe down. You don't need to roll to hit per se, but just go ahead and roll a d20. We're looking for anything extraordinary like 1s or 20s.
7.
Okay. You strike the chain. Now roll damage, and I'll assign the hardness to it.
Sorry, as an attack, so it's plus 10, so 17.
Okay. You slam
I didn't realize.
Sparks fly from the blade.
Damage. 1d12. 26 points of damage.
Okay. As you hammer your blade in, I'm gonna have you make because your sword is non-magical, correct?
No, I have a.
I mean your axe. Yeah, I'm sorry. Your axe is non-magical, right?
Well, if I believe it's. Yes,
I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna do two things. First thing is I'm gonna have you make a saving throw for your axe. So
Okay.
roll d20. I'm checking against the hardness of the chain, the amount of damage that was done.
Sorry. So what do I roll?
Just roll a
Saving throw for
d20.
what?
A d20, yeah, and I'll add a modifier for the axe and then add my own roll.
16.
16.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't crack my baby.
As you slam the chain, you see in one blow your prodigious strength severs that chain. You are the
I
chain
can
breaker.
make 2 attacks.
So you come back around the second time. As you do, you can feel your axe rattling from that blow. You can't really tell if any damage was done to the blade, but it's still whole. You swing and strike again. Okay, roll a d20 again. Again, just looking for a 1 or a 20.
Okay. Oh, 19 plus 5.
Okay, well, yeah, but okay, so that's it's a hit. All right, now roll your damage.
That's a hit, yeah. Damage. Oh, nice. 12 plus 27.
Oh, wow, okay. Again, yeah, now roll for your axe. You slam it. Chain number 1, severed. Chain number 2, severed. What'd you roll?
13.
13. You hear a discomforting ping on the edge of the blade, but you do sever both chains.
Can I say that I would do the arms first?
Yes.
Because you said arms and legs are bound.
Yes.
Just arms.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Then she'll sever the arm. Not sever
Okay.
the arms.
Or his arms. That would be one way to get him loose. His arms come free. Let's come back to you, Anaho. I love it when Tailspire does this. My knockdown effect puts you upside down. That's a pretty cool look. You're not actually doing that, but yes. So
Breakdancing.
Breakdancing.
you're going to make that saving throw again, and now you have the +2 on it. So you need a Fortitude 15
I am.
to slow the advance of the effects of the poison.
Yeah, well, if I'm gonna use them, I'm gonna use all 8. I'm probably gonna roll a natural 20. I'm gonna use all 8 of my +1s.
Wow. Okay.
Because this is some nasty stuff.
Come on, Anaho. Don't you die.
Fortitude.
I don't have spell slots.
I should have probably thought about that, but that's 24.
24. Okay. Yes, through concentration and through constitution, you do manage to feel the effects of the poison slowing in your bloodstream. Although you see the strangest sight as Rowan runs past you trying to scrape her blade off the floor. You can't help but wonder, even in your semi-delirious state, how such a state occurred. So now it is the creature's turn, and the masked figure points his rod once more straight down at Rizia. Actually, hold on. I might do something else here.
No.
I might have something more fun. Wait, where did I put that guy?
You said speaking as a free action. I'd be like, I'm over here.
All the way back towards Valfino. Just
Where did I carry that upstairs?
Rolls out
yeah.
from behind the spider, going, "That's all you got." Rolls back.
No.
It's
This is like, shut up. Shut up.
Stop talking.
I definitely feel like the party cleric like now.
All right.
Like, no.
I left my iPad upstairs, so I'll run up and get that in a second. So in that case, he's just going to go ahead and do the lightning bolt again from the rod. As he holds it out, you go ahead and make that same reflex save, and you feel that sinking pit in your stomach as you see the electrical charge forming on the end of the rod. What's your roll?
Did you say me?
Yeah. Yeah, you're trying to
sorry.
jump out of the way of this electrical bolt.
My bad. Sorry. Reflex save?
Yes, uh-huh.
I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. I rolled. Where's my reflex? 14. I rolled a 9 plus.
A total of 4. You take the full brunt. You try to pull away quickly, but 2 attacks plus movement follow through. You're basically a sitting duck. As that energy flows into you, you take 36 points.
Ah!
I'm still standing.
Yeah.
See, this is another reason I don't track players. It's more fun for the DM too. Like just that moment of like, did it happen?
Just kill it.
Yeah. All right. Quickly, I'm going to ask you, and you can do this as other people are taking actions. I need you to identify 3 standard items of moderate value that are destroyed on your person from this electrical blast. So you're going to look for things like if you have a flask, if you have a scroll. It doesn't destroy any of your most important things in this context, but it can't be just like, oh yeah, I had a blank piece of parchment that got burnt. You took a major electrical blast twice in a row, so pick 3 items from your inventory that are destroyed in that blast. And now we go to initiative again.
Dang.
There is smoke rising off of Rizia. DM has a 3 on the die. Your armor is welded together so you can't get it off. That's funny. I'm not that mean.
What did I do?
On the die.
What's it? You got a 3? Okay. So we roll again.
When you took your turn last time,
DM has another 3.
I have a 6.
Okay, you have it. All right, Rasputin, you're going to sprint
What?
the length of that floor. Now, you can call anything out. You can take free actions, but you will not get an attack. Unless you if you want to pull up short and fire a crossbow or something, you can, but...
Actually, he will. So he's running, and he will pull a flask, not that flask, a different flask from his pack, and throw it upwards towards the creature.
Okay. So you get close enough. I'm going to say you're not going to get a full... You got to pull it out. So we're going to put you here.
Okay.
So that's going to be a distance of 46 plus the 30 feet in height. So we'll call it about a 60-foot throw. Yeah, you can do that. You're going to take a -2 on the throw.
Okay. I'm going to use all of my +1s.
All right, roll to hit.
Actually, I will use 5 of them to turn into an advantage.
Okay.
I know it's better just to use the pluses.
Thank you, Mad Chatters. You are helping the party tonight for sure.
Woo! And then adding my strength or anything else?
No, it would be dexterity. It's a missile weapon, right? So it'd be your base attack plus your dex bonus.
Okay. Base attack. Where are you, base attack? So that, and you said it's a
One melon is down.
I did. I took 1 melon out.
that
It was in
should
my
be a-
inventory. I did have 1.
That should be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
How dirty?
Super dirty. Come on.
Oh, thank you, Benjamin. You hit.
Yeah.
Tell me what you threw.
Okay. I threw and I usually siphon it out into smaller vials, but this was just my larger container of holy water.
Okay. You hurl the holy water at the creature. The flask bursts, and
He's drenched. It was either the holy water or a different flask.
it has no effect.
Dang it!
He's just now wet and perhaps annoyed. Actually, you know what? The flask broke on him. I'll just make for fun. He's got to do a concentration check to maintain the flight. He did get hit with a bottle, right? So there's that. No, he's most decidedly still flying. All right. Now we go to Rizia. Rizia, smoking, your armor white hot, your blade still ringing from that last blow on the chains. What do you do?
she's gonna keep attacking that chain to try to free him up. I guess.
All right.
She is pissed. I'm just gonna throw that out there that she is super pissed that her melon got fried.
Oh no.
So the things that got destroyed are a melon, a glass blast. Try to say that 5 times fast. On her hip, and then also the flower that she had received. That was from Alora. That was actually underneath her arm.
Oh, that's so sad.
You can see that actually the flower actually singes up and dissipates.
That makes sense, though.
Yep, she will attack again. The chains at his feet this time.
All right, as you feel rage coursing through your veins, it's not lost on you. So the way these chains are, they're affixed to both ankles, but they anchor on a center point. Okay, you have a hunch. You could either swing for the center point, or you could try to rip this straight out of the stuff. You are feeling that. You're feeling that, jumpy. It's your choice.
Okay, well then she will rip that bad boy out then.
So she's able to break
you know what, that
some
makes
with her
sense.
fist.
Yeah. Because with that twang on her, with the axe, she will actually reverberate. She'll look down, and she will actually look down.
You see, there's a notch.
The hilt, yeah.
There's a notch right out of the blade.
And she'll look down, down the shaft of her great axe, and look at the very end, and specifically look at the notches that were engraved into the bottom of her great axe, and she will sheath it and pull with her arms instead.
All right. You lightly drop the axe to the floor. Two strong green hands grab hold of the chain. You yank. Go ahead and roll a...
Strength?
Yeah, we're going to do a strength check, but you need to roll... for this, you need to roll under 5 under your strength. So what your strength is a 20?
My strength is a 23.
Wait. Oh, when you're raging. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's embarrassing.
Okay, hang on 1 second. I need to do math.
It's 18.
I don't like you. I said I have to roll 5 under.
So 18. Got to roll under 18.
I have to roll on it. Okay, I got a 16. I was like, I'm like,
all right. Filled with rage, frustration. The blade, yes. The flower, yes. The comrades, yes. But the melon! You rip the chains out of the altar, freeing the hapless spy. And now we go to Rowan. Rowan, you managed to retrieve your blade. Somewhat chagrined. You smell the burning of Rizia's flesh behind you. You see Anaho slumped strangely on the ground. He's kind of moving his head almost like a mewling infant.
Well, considering that before I threw the sword, he was my initial point of destination, we're going to make our way finally over to the half-dead halfling. She's gonna go, oh, sorry. And she kind of slides up, power slides next to him. She's like, oh, shit, are you all right? And she's kind of looking him over and I'm assuming sees the bolt.
Yeah, protruding from the top of his trapezoid right here.
Oh my god, why are you upside down? And she's kind of trying to help him up. She's like, how does anybody fall down like this? And she's trying, is he in any way, shape, or form conscious?
Yeah, his eyes are open. Like I said, he's moving. I won't use the phrase again because I can see I hurt his feelings, but he's moving, but it's somewhat...
Hey. Can you hear me? Stay with me. And she's kind of grabbing his face. How many fingers am I holding?
Up the holding 2.
That's probably right. I could never learn to count. Can you stand? She's gonna try to kind of lift him up. And how heavy is he? Can I just pick him up?
Yeah, he's quite light.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pick my little man up like a toddler in one arm, and with the other arm. No, we'll switch it. So left arm here, and then other arm with sword. I don't have to make a strength check or anything, right?
No.
Just want to make sure.
Nope.
Awesome. I'm going to pick him up, and I'm going to sweep him off to safety, away from this, at least so we can...
All right.
To this,
so let's go to overhead view. Where is away from safety to you? Do you try to get him behind this lectern? behind one of these chairs? Do you just go away from this whole area, kind of back the direction that he came?
There are doors, but those doors don't open from what I remember. There's not a whole lot of safety, but that corner, that top right corner over there.
Right.
Pretty cool.
Okay, so you drag him over here.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Get that boy away from there.
You drag him over, and yes, you have a little bit of shelter here in between the two columns and the balustrades above. And now we're going to come back to. No, you already went. I feel
like she's trying to ask Anaho, tell me how to take this out of you. I've never even pulled anything out like this before. I'm not a doctor.
Jim. All right. Naho, you can respond.
A lot of what he's saying is slurred and moans, but you hear something to the effect of, depends on where it's if you can push it through or pull it out, but it depends.
Oh, God.
But stop wiggling it around.
She's at mid-wiggle. Okay.
All right. Let's go back to initiative then. DM has a 4.
Josh, did you win it last?
Yeah, I did. In my
Okay, good
excitement,
going.
I broke one of my minis.
Oh no!
Oh,
Wow,
which one?
bro.
Is it not the
That's a
Noli
2.
boy?
You have a 2 on the die. Roll again. Roll again. I also.
Joshua.
Joshua.
I have a 4 on the second
Should we
one.
use our plus
That's
two?
a 4.
Oh, roll again.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got a 4 on the third one.
3.
Ah! All right.
My boy.
I'm sorry. I'm distraught.
All right. So, with this, the floating priest glances from Rizia to Rasmus and goes at Rizia again.
Oh, jeez.
And you see he points the staff directly at her. The electrical charge floats at the end of it, and another bolt of electricity is dispersed.
How about no?
No.
All right, make that saving throw. Please make that saving throw.
Can I please add, I'm gonna use 8, Amanda, 8 of my plus ones. Okay.
All right. And I don't know, I think there was another gift a moment ago that I didn't count. Thank you, Benjamin, again. He's been super active with the gifts tonight. And then we had a +1 also that came redeemed from Scott for Anaho. You made it?
18 plus 8 plus
You made
5.
it. You made it. You made it. All right. In fact, you cleared it substantially. So 18 plus 8 plus 5. All right. I'm going to give you
26.
I'm going to give you a 2 dice reduction on the roll because that was actually pretty stout. And oops. Oh wait. There we go.
That second character.
And you take 35. We cut that in half. We round up. You take 18 points of damage.
Okay. Standing. Yeah.
I don't even know how, bro.
Oh, Robert, thank you.
That potion that he gave me earlier, so I was like regained some full
Oh.
health last time. And yeah.
Right.
That's the only reason why I'm still standing.
All right, that is his attack, and then you know he seems to float away a little bit, and you see it looks like the staff has gone inert, and he starts rustling inside of his robe for something else. Let's go to you, Rizia.
That thing ran out of juice.
What do you do, Rizia?
Oh, Rizia, is he free?
Yeah, he's free.
Shane and just threw.
Yeah, I will. Like, how weak is he?
Pull him down.
Oh, he's not going anywhere, especially with his toenails ripped off.
Oh,
Now his feet are all bloody. Looks like some of the toes have been broken. Now that you're closer, you can see it looks like his pant leg has been cut open and his left kneecap has been completely removed, almost like surgically. Yeah, this guy is in bad shape.
she's gonna lean forward. I'm gonna get you out of here. As she like brings her arms underneath, and she's gonna try to carry him out and away from said danger.
All right, you toss him over your shoulder like a rag doll.
I said I put my arms underneath.
No, I'm okay. I didn't mean it that way. I mean it in the sense that.
Throw him up in the air like
Yeah, I mean like this is
Add him by a leg.
this is light work for the breaker of change and the crusher of stone.
That's true.
Put a hook into.
So, but where are you gonna? Which way are you going with him?
Is there a place for me to grab cover of any sort? Does it look like on this side of the hill?
Well, I mean,
Like, he's, like, straight up.
it's actually a painfully open cathedral,
you can hang it on our corner.
and yeah, you all can just huddle in the corner and make one easy target. That's a great idea.
I feel like that's moving further away from the door, which isn't very no bueno. So you know what? I'm going to run down the aisle with my new bride.
Okay. All right, we're going to slow your movement to half as you pass Rasmus. Rasmus, what are you doing? You see Rizia running past her already heavy footsteps,
Sorry.
clutching her axe in one hand and the body of this, or no, the limp body of this spy in the other.
I'm like, did he die?
Becca, was there something you wanted to say?
Oh, yeah, I was just wondering, since Val is awake, if he is at all able to do anything.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Did I skip you last time?
Over.
Oh, yes. So you have to speak up.
Tell him if he's missed you.
Yeah, you tell me if I miss you.
Try.
So you have two.
Times.
So you have?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You gotta don't be nice about it.
Yeah, don't be nice. Interrupt me. All right. So I'm giving you I'm giving you 2 full actions.
Unless you're Rory, then I'm aggressive.
You have 2 full.
We're giving you permission. To
Save
go
us, Val.
Towards
You have 2 full actions.
So
You're weak, but you can move.
is awake, and he's hiding behind that spider.
Right.
And he originally dropped his crossbow.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So I have a 10 strength. Is that enough to get to my crossbow?
Yeah, it is.
Try and
Yeah, the
shoot this
bigger
bad boy.
question would be, do you have the strength to ratchet the bolt? But the answer would still be yes with a 10. Absolutely. So you drag yourself over again, your shoulder still throbbing, your head feeling like it's going to split open right on top of your shoulders. You pick up your crossbow with shaking hands and turn around. So that's going to be 1 full round action. Now, if you want, I assume you're going to try to move closer.
So do I, excuse my ignorance here, but can I move closer and still take the shot?
Yes, you can. You can get movement.
Okay.
Your movement is slow, so you're not going to get like a full. But I gave you 2 full actions here. You can get back past the spider, and that is going to put you a healthy distance here. Let's see. Thank you so much for the gift subs, Wiley. That's about 100. So it's about 160 feet. Let's do a quick Google here. I don't normally like to get too specific on this kind of stuff, but this is a pretty tough shot. So
Just remember, he's amazing with his dex and his acrobat skills and all of those.
It's just an overall.
yeah, I don't think he's doing any acrobatics with the crossbow.
I totally agreed.
And sneak attacks because he's not being paid attention to here and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
And where is the ever mysterious Tim when you need him? Tim could quote this for me off the top of his
How
head.
far a crossbow can shoot?
Yeah, well, yeah, and what kind of minuses you have at max distance and that sort of thing. Okay, so I like this one. I think that's about right. So
I'm so sad.
I'm going to say you can take that shot at 146. You are going to take, especially in this state, you're going to take a -4 on your base attack bonus. That's a pretty long shot for a medium crossbow at that angle, but it can definitely be done. Your hands trembling are contributing to this. You train the crossbow. Go ahead and roll. You can add anything you want to it, but just let me know.
First, he's going to take the arrow out of his sheath and dip it in some of the venom that's next to the spider.
Oh, look at
Because he
you.
knows he's using his surroundings.
Look at you. Very nice.
discount.
Very nice.
I love that.
All right. So you do use you as you walk by, you scrape some of the venom. It's still oozing out of the fangs of the creature, so there's a nice little puddle of it. You scrape the venom off the bolt, you ratchet it back, you'll get that attack next round, because that's, even to get that bolt in there, ratchet it, that's a full round action. And so
Okay.
that is this new round then, because I skipped you twice. So we'll start with you. If you want to go ahead and fire, because we just started a new round, go ahead and fire.
So, can I use sneak attack on this one since I've been kind of out of the game?
Yeah, I mean, he's not paying any attention to you. Go ahead and roll for your sneak attack.
Okay, you're gonna have to help me with this because I know I have sneak attack. I'm just not sure what I roll for it.
Yeah.
Mad Chatters type exclamation point salt mist in the chat.
Salt mist.
Salt marsh, sorry. Salt marsh in the chat. So we can do that giveaway here a little bit later.
Okay, so I rolled a nat 19. I have a plus, I think it's 8 for the attack bonus.
All right, and then you'd be a -4 on that for the distance. So it'd be a 23.
Right. And then what do I roll for my sneak attack? I apologize. I'm not.
Well, so for the sneak attack, what you're going to roll is you're going to check to see if you've surprised him. So you should have on your character sheet, go to let's go to stealth and just roll and add your stealth bonus, and then I'm going to make a perception check for him against that to see if he notices you moving before you get there.
Stealth. Why don't I know?
It should be at the bottom. In the S's. Right by the S's.
Oh, there we go. That's why. Okay, stealth is a plus 12.
Whoa, stealthy girl guy. All right. So roll, add the 12, and then I'll make his perception check. Roll d20, add your 12.
Okay. Okay, so I rolled my original d20 was a 19. Do I roll that again?
Yeah, now so you hit, but now what we're doing is we're trying to see if he saw you coming or if you're getting that sneak attack bonus.
11.
All right, so it's a 23. So then I have to make his perception check. He does not see you.
When Val gets skipped, he comes back hard.
He does not see you, so you're going to get the sneak attack bonus on this as well. So go ahead and roll your damage.
1d8, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Plus
Cool.
2d6 for your sneak attack.
Right, 1d8 plus 2d6 for the sneak attack, and then I'll roll the
7 for the d8,
Yo.
Okay.
and then a 2.
All right, so
And 5.
okay, so 14 points.
5, that's 7.
Thunk, a hefty crossbow. Now I have to make the poison save for him.
Woo. Sorry, guys.
A nat 1 on the die for the poison save.
Yeah, suck it.
But let's see if he does not fumble the save, so it's just a base
He
fail of the save. He takes. You hear a gasp from behind the mask. He definitely does not die, but I'll tell you what he does do. He starts dropping out of the sky.
Yes, finally.
His concentration broken. But even as he falls, you see his fall is abated in pace. He had something cast which triggered a slow, almost feather-like drop to the ground. And that now we go back to Rasmus. So all this happens. You see this. So he's actually falling slowly as you're doing whatever you do.
Am I able to come to that conjunction point to where he is falling and where I am moving towards him now?
So in distance, you've got to run around that bench.
Yeah.
Whoops, wrong one, that one. So you're going, no, go away. I said go away. There we go.
Come on, John.
I know.
There.
I gotta get with it. There we go. So you've got, it's about, you could sprint to get there. You would not get an attack action this round.
That's fine. I'm going to move up to be like within melee range with him as he's coming down with me, but I'm going to have my shield up.
All right. His eyes go wide as he comes down. There's not much he can do at this point, and he sees Rasmus with this ebony arm and this malevolent look in his eyes. All right, let's go back over here to you, Rowan and Anaho in the corner.
Let's leave.
Rowan and Anaho
Sitting in the tree.
He's upside down, and I have to pee.
You will hear Anaho in his mumbling, insistent that we don't leave.
What do you mean we don't leave?
It will not be done here. Get this out of me. Make me better. I don't give a crap what you do, but we're not leaving.
Listen, you're halfling. Do you even know who you're talking to? I'm the least helpful healer in this entire group, and you're asking to stay? Absolutely not.
Can
She's going to grab him, and she's going to toss him on the shoulder. Go ahead, Rory.
Can I feel? Am I able to move my arms at all at this point?
Yeah, I mean, you can lift an arm. You just can't even support your own weight.
I would like to, kind of, as much as I can, tell Rowan to wait and feel where that arrow is in my shoulder. Can I kind of understand where it is as far as how to remove it?
Yeah. You move. You feel at your shoulder, and you feel that cruel bolt poking out right of your trap. You can feel the blood mingled with poison, and it's extraordinarily painful even just to lightly touch it.
Can I understand if it should just be pushed through? And how, like if it's by
it's not difficult to tell. Unfortunately, this was not an arrow to the trap coming from the front. This was an arrow to the trap coming from above. Pushing this down just drives it deeper into your body.
Just do it.
It looks
Just do it.
It looks terrible. It doesn't look like anything that you can actually do anything about in these certain circumstances.
Fair enough, then stop wasting your time with me and go help. Be of use, leave me be for now.
I'm grabbing him.
Put me down.
That gets away with it.
Put
Just
me
puts him
down.
in the brazier.
All right.
I'm gonna wrap him up around me.
Ignoring you, she clutches you and wraps you up.
Thrust my shoulder forward and slap my arm across her. Like,
Again, the slap. It's now this is perfectly said. The movement of a mewling babe now being held in swaddling cloth as you try to strike at her. This sort of weak, feeble. It does nothing. All right.
I promise you, we won't regret it. We just need to get you out of here first.
oh, you do not need to move me anywhere. You need to stop moving me. This hurts. Stop and go help. You are not helping.
I wasn't helping in the first place, Anaho, if you didn't catch my first attempt.
Nah, I was
Unless
kind
I can
of
jump 30 feet in
distracted.
the air.
Well, go do something.
I am. And she's going to make sure that
Something
she
else.
continues to take him.
She just ignores you and keeps running with you. All right. As the priest falls to the ground, you saw he was rummaging in his pouch earlier. He pulls out what looks like a pouch full of dust, and he throws it right in Rasmus' face. Rasmus, I need you to make a reflex save, DC 17.
Using my last 5 to do advantage.
And yes, Amanda, I will use my plus ones. I couldn't use them with the lightning bolt unless I just converted them to extra damage, which wouldn't have been that much. But thank you for that reminder.
That is going to be, and you said reflex?
Uh-huh.
Thank heavens. That is a 19.
Do you have any pluses?
All right.
I said I used my last
Okay.
5 for
So that's
advantage.
good. Okay.
As the dust flies out, you feel your eyelids get instantly heavy, but you manage to turn your head away just enough. It sprays over your shoulder, and we go to initiative.
I lost. So
great.
Valfino!
Oh no, it's
What?
Valfino, yeah.
I was going to say.
Valfino!
Rasmus blow really hard.
Roll the d6. Roll the square. Roll the
That's not what
square,
you
come
just
on.
told me when
Roll
I
the cube.
asked.
Hit it, Valfino.
Just saying if you're paying attention.
Okay, all of you kiss it. Just kiss it.
Mama.
Okay.
I've already rolled. I have a 3.
Okay. 6.
Okay.
It's a 6.
I'll show you. I'll show you if you don't believe me.
No, I believe you.
believe you.
All right, let's start with you, Rasmus. You are in closest proximity. You turn your head. You blink the sleepiness from your eyes.
Rasmus will immediately be looking up at this creature, knowing it's not undead. Can he get a monster lore? Like, can he look over this creature and figure out, can he see any sort of discerning features at what this entity is?
You would have no reason to think anything but that this is a priest of Hextor wearing a mask.
Okay, then he will be using with his swift action. He's going to use Bane on the blade that he's wielding at the moment, which he's going to use. It's humanoid. Where is it? This F me. I'll just use that next time because I can't read that quickly. Instead, he's going to use Judgment and
Thank you for the follow, Modlight.
Destruction. So he's going to, he coats the blade as he pulls it back, and this shadow that crosses across the shield as he pulls the blade back and attacks.
Roll to hit.
Come on. Heck yeah. That is going to be a lot. That's going to be in the 20s. Where's my numbers? Not including whatever the info is for the sword itself. That is going to be a 23.
That is definitely a hit. Roll your damage.
Okay. And you're going to roll the sword.
I will add.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. That is going to be, that's 5, 10, plus 1. That is 11 points of damage.
11. Oh, you gash. A heavy cut across his shoulder. You hear him gasp, and you see normal red blood flowing out of his robes as he fumbles inside of his robe for something else. Now we're going to go back to... Yeah?
And when he slashes, and as the dust is settling across his shield, he looks at him, and with the veins out from the eyes and a smile. When you touch this body, you are not touching mine. As he breathes, and just like the smoke kind of emits.
Bravo.
Look upon the son of darkness. That'll be his.
Josh, I'm giving you a D6 of inspiration for that. That was great. All right, so Valfino, as you come rushing forward after that fantastic crossbow bolt that knocked this priest from the sky, what are you going to do now? There's really no shot.
Can you show me?
Yeah, okay, let me switch. There's really no shot for you here because if you look at where you're standing, Rasmus is actually between you and the priest now.
I'm sorry.
I take that back. You have a slight angle. If you want to take the shot, you can. It's going to be quite likely you could hit Rasmus. So if you're looking here, you can see this is kind of the angle you're coming from. Rasmus is here, so you're firing directly into close combat. And of course, these figures are not actually still in this fashion. They're moving back and forth in combat, so it's a much more chaotic situation. But if you want to take that shot, you can.
Do it.
Josh, do you trust me?
That's metagame.
That's metagame.
Okay, sorry, learning the rules. Okay. So, Val will notch up another arrow, and he's gonna go for it.
Yeah.
You fire the bolt. Go ahead. Roll to hit.
It's
Okay.
somewhat healed.
D20. Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Can I use any of my plus ones, or is it too late?
No. Oh, you already rolled?
Okay.
Yeah, if you've already rolled,
No,
you
I
can't.
haven't.
Oh, yeah, no, you can before you roll, huh?
Yeah.
Can I use 4 out of my 9?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Oh no.
Okay.
All right,
so
roll
I'll
to
use
hit.
4 of them.
I've turned into Rasputin.
Okay, so I rolled a 14. That's plus 4, and then do I add anything else from like my dex or my?
Yeah, your base attack bonus as usual, right? So
my base attack bonus is an 8.
right, and it should be different for
plus 8
melee
plus-
and missile weapons, but this is actually going to be
It is.
yeah. So what do you have? What it is on missile?
Oh, no.
It's okay. So you were at 14. You use 4. That's 18. You're going to have at least a base 5 on your base attack bonus. Yeah, you hit. Another bolt with the crossbow, and go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, that's another D8.
D8.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm learning.
D8 for the damage.
No, D8 for damage, yeah.
Yeah, D8 for damage.
D12
I was
for
so
damage.
excited, guys. I was like, I rolled a 10. I rolled a 4.
4 points of damage. Thunk. Opposite shoulder of where Rasmus carved him, you stick a bolt. You see he staggers back as he fumbles, pulling a longsword out from beneath his robes. And now, Rizia, do you continue running out of the room?
How far away am I from it?
You're a good 65, 70 feet now.
Oh, dang. 65, 70 feet from... Oh, okay. Ooh, I'm really far. I will...
Unless you didn't want to go that far. I was just sort of moving you along by round. So if you wanted to stop somewhere earlier, you can.
Yeah, I'm probably about there halfway.
Okay.
I will gently place this man on the floor in between, like kind of like in between the pews. She doesn't want to set him on the pews because I feel like then he's just being targeted. So I would like to try to tuck him down somewhere.
All right, so you casually toss him to the ground, bouncing his head off the tiles. All right.
Gently.
She
Actually,
throws his neck right onto
yeah.
one of the bats.
All right.
His body over my head. You know?
Bane.
All right, so, and then I assume, are you moving back toward combat?
Yes, sir. And you said 5 I can use as another half action, correct?
No, for 10. If you use up 10, you get another half action, which would be another full movement, or in this case, or second attack. In this case, you get that extra full movement that would get you all the way there to attack if you had 10 to burn.
Okay, yeah, I do have 10 to burn. So
Do it.
I will burn, baby, burn.
Yeah.
All right. Move. Okay, so what you do is, with remarkable alacrity and dexterity, you actually leap from pew to pew. Across them, your foot cracking on this last burnt pew, landing with a thunk of your armor right next to a startled Rasmus, and you roll to hit.
Well, no, hang on 1 second. I'm actually going to use knockback, which once per round I can make a bull rush attempt against one target in place of a melee attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to bull rush this guy.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, because
it says-
does that
yes.
knock him back or knock him
Yep.
prone?
It makes him prone, I think. Hang on. If target successful, damage equal to barbarian strength modifier, and is moved back. It doesn't move. Okay, and it doesn't provoke an attack of a
No.
Yeah. Okay. So do I roll to hit for that one?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yep.
Okay. Adding my strength.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I'm gonna use my last 2, Amanda, to just add to my roll as well, because I really want to knock this guy down.
All right. Hang on.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe if you ask nicely.
So 6. I rolled a 16 plus set 2, so 18.
18 on the die.
Oh, plus
No.
strength, right?
Yeah, plus your strength.
Plus 6.
Okay.
That's a freak.
Sees, like, I guess as she's carrying this guy, she just turns to look back to see where everybody else is, and sees that he actually did start to come down from up above, and realizes now that she has an opportunity to actually attack him. She, as gently as she can, places the guy down on the ground in between the pews so that not to get attacked, and she climbs up on top of the pews, like just as you said, just like running on top of it, and she runs past Rasmus, just making eye contact quickly as she like brings her shoulder down and like just runs right into him.
Yes, you do all of that exactly as you said. But even as you do this, the speed with which you are moving, you also have the downward jump force coming off that final pew. You lower your shoulder into this now clearly somewhat frail figure. You feel the sickening crunch of bone. You carry him back. You pin him to the wall. I want you to tell me what it looks like.
Oh,
No! Did not mean to do that.
He had 2 hit points left.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine. As he looks frail, she is pissed and burnt to singes. her like the visions of melon burning flashing through her eyes. A ferocity never felt before. As she runs towards him, she lowers her shoulders down to impact him as he hits against the wall, his mask flying off, and you see blood coming down his eyes like tears.
Ah! Well played! And with that, we conclude the combat. And soon, it is simply the sound of pooling blood, the heavy breathing of your injured comrades, and the eerie stillness inside this place.
Medic!
Put me down.
As I'm bringing over my my swaddled toddler. I'm just kidding. My grown man in need of assistance. Please help me. Medic! As she brings Anaho over, his little thing sticking up out of his shoulder there.
His what?
He's got a little crossbow now coming out of there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
like a little flag.
He's like a little thing of rice cake.
Yeah,
Little
bring him on
pound
over.
rice. Little-
Well, way more serious.
It's on
like
a dish.
he's
Okay. Rasmus will move up to the mage, and in a furious strike, he's going to cut off the mage's head.
The head lolls off to the side. You see a rather plain-looking man with short-cropped dark hair.
He looks over at Rizia. Just wanted to make sure. As he's going to turn back. Bring Anaho here. I need to take care of the scout.
I'm already
as well."
there.
Well, you can put him down, Anaho. You can walk, can't you?
I can't walk. I've been telling her to put me down from the beginning. Get her away from me.
As I'm putting him down, I'm like, to be fair, he kept telling me that he wanted to stay in that corner.
He's gonna... Anaho, will you allow me to carry you? I need to heal both of you at the same time.
That's fine.
Okay. As he's going to reach over with his black arm and grab Anaho.
But don't move the arrow.
No, I'm not, you dingus. As he's going to put his hand underneath of, like, his bicep would be on Anaho's butt, while his hand will kind of be on his back, letting
Sure.
him rest backwards. And he's just going to move over to where the spy is. Search the bodies, take whatever you need. If you do not trust it, do not touch it.
Don't trust to leave it for me.
Rowan,
He's gonna go to work
once
on the two.
once she's left Anaho to his devices, she immediately goes to find Val, and I don't know where he's at. I can't really see the map.
Oh yeah, I'll bring it back up. So you guys are all kind of,
Assume I can see him.
you're all you're all congregating right around where the crushed body of the priest is.
You know, she'll kind of turn around, like jog up to Val, I guess, as he's kind of making his way back up to the rest of the group. Oh, good job. And she'll like slap his shoulder. Way more help than I was.
When she slaps Val's shoulder, he just kind of slumps over and falls over onto one of the pews if he's next to him.
She like grabs that
He's like-
slowly. You're right.
We could have really used Sparky today.
Yeah, I know. It's just a guilt. Sorry.
Val will grab her hand and kind of steady himself. Are you
Come
okay?
on. Better than you. And she'll kind of like put
fine. Let's go.
an arm around. Even if he doesn't need it, she's trying to show her support. He's been such a big help throughout all of this. He doesn't have to. Got another one. As she brings over Val to our resident nurse, Rasmus.
Anaho. Sorry, Val
will look over at Rasmus when he gets there. And just kind of, even if Rasmus isn't looking at him and is still helping Anaho, he'll just kind of slump down and... I know you said to wait and stay, otherwise I'd die. But you looked like you needed my help. And just kind of slump.
You see him crack a small smile, but he's just like almost like an orchestrator or a chorister.
A conductor?
That too. His hands are out. He hands the blade back over to you, Val, as you slump onto the floor. Your blade.
Val takes it and wipes it off. Just like,
And then he'll reach out towards Anaho and put a thumb right on your forehead. This is going to hurt. As he's going to, in one motion, pull the arrow out while pumping Cure Light Wounds into him.
Okay. You yank. You feel the most excruciating pain of your life. The tip of this bolt was, in fact, barbed. It's ripping flesh. You feel the fibers of the muscle in your trap actually pulling out of your body. I need you to roll D20 and just give me your raw result.
Me?
No, Anaho.
Me?
What's that?
7.
Somehow you grit your teeth and manage to stay conscious. You take...
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's going to take damage from this. Not too bad. You take 7 points of damage. As
you're healed for 8.
Ripped from your shoulder. But then, as he's pumping that Cure Light Wounds into you, staunches the blood, but you still have a nice gaping wound here, and you still feel that weakness.
I'll be back to you if I have anything left. He's going to move over to the spy. And first he's going to look over him. He was like still moaning and stuff, so he's at least stable.
I mean,
medicine check, heal check.
Yeah, it looks like there was a fair degree of precision executed here in the torture of this spy. So every wound that he has suffered was clearly designed to inflict maximum pain, but to also preserve and prolong his life. And, you know, just recounting the injuries, he has a neatly, almost surgically removed left kneecap. His toenails have been pulled out. His ear has been sliced off. Okay. Now that you can see some of his toes and fingers are twisted, having been broken. And he just looks up at you. Oh, help me. Help me.
He's going to put his left hand over the man's eyes and then his right hand over his chest as he's laying down and just getting paler. He's going to pump Cure Moderate Wounds.
Oh.
Into him.
Bringing out the big guns.
This guy's messed up.
He's pretty messed up.
That's not nice.
Horrible roll. 10.
10 points of healing?
Yeah.
All right, it is sufficient to staunch the bleeding. You see, you know, some of the flesh regrowing over the leg, but you know full well it's not going to recreate a kneecap. So, you know, the color returns to his cheeks. His open wounds are closed, but he still grimaces in pain. I am Hoba. Thank the gods you've come.
We know. Your lord has sent us to you.
Count Dunstan.
We need to...
God bless him.
Yes. He's going to, like, kind of shudder a bit and lean against the pew, the back of the next pew, and kind of pull himself forward a little bit and reach over and put his hand on Valfino. Valfino, grab my arm.
Val will take his arm but lift it off of him.
And
I think you need a break first.
And he's going to immediately do a Cure Light Wounds into you as well.
As you grab his arm, you feel the healing energy pump into your arm.
Gosh, dang, horrible.
That's what you get for healing without consent.
Yeah. 7 points of healing.
7 points of healing. That's not bad.
And he's going to immediately fall to a knee. And Rizia, if you can get hold of her.
Yeah, one second. I'm just checking something out. and she will go and loot said bodies.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
Now that you're done healing.
I assume that was happening.
okay.
Yes,
So
she will, yeah.
Sorry.
all right. So which bodies are you looting? You're referring to the priest and then also the one that's still in the
priest for sure.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna check out the dead guy.
Okay.
You said he was a warrior, right?
Yeah.
So we'll check that out.
All right.
As well.
As you look at the body of the priest, you see that a wand or rod that he had lays on the ground, looks like it went inert. You see a long sword that he was fumbling with as he was crushed by a giant green warrior. You see another bag of what looks like that dust that he tried to hurl. And you see he's wearing a light chainmail shirt, although interestingly it's a very kind of it doesn't look like normal, like silver or gray chain. It's kind of a whitish colored chain. And then you see that mask that clattered harmlessly to the ground.
Okay, so I will take everything except for the long sword. Does that chain shirt, does it look like it would fit Rowan at all?
Perhaps. You'd have to try it on. Thank you for the question. I'll answer this real quick here. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I think it's like a decent place to do it. And plus, I have to run upstairs and get my iPad because I need to gather some other details. So it'll be like we won't even go to the be right back screen, but like give us 2 minutes. If anybody needs to use the restroom, we'll be able to do that. I want to answer the house rules question if that hasn't already been answered. Stallone, yes, it is. Although you've seen this observed in other places. So we use a blended rule system here. We're basically Core 3.5 or Pathfinder 1, but we do use original OG D&D 1E and 2E rule sets, and we also bring some things in from 5E like advantage and inspiration mechanics that I think make sense and work in the game. And then we also have a custom set of crit tables, which are always the most fun part of Blue Box. So, all right, give us just 2 minutes. If you haven't yet, type !Salt Marsh in the chat to be eligible for the giveaway. I'm going to go up and get my iPad.
Also, Anaho, he's going to use another cure light wounds on you.
I'm not gonna stop you. Apparently, I can't stop anyone from doing anything to me.
Because you're looking
Cause you're
between
baby.
you and Valfino. Which of you looks worse for wear?
Between the two of us?
Yeah.
Well, what happened to Valfino?
Valfino
So
went
Val.
I know, but I mean, for what reason? He was bit by the spider.
So
I'm pretty sure that whole
and
spider
last
collapsed
game,
on him.
Yeah.
So Val has this gash down his side that's still open and bleeding from the last game. He got bit by the spider. He
Val's
got
probably
crushed
worse
by
off.
the spider,
Yeah. He probably.
Yeah.
looks
and
worse.
then yeah.
Okay. Then he's going to do a secondary when he's letting go, and you're like, no. So one more, because F this.
To Val, not Anaho, right?
Yeah, no, Val.
Yeah.
That's much better.
No.
That's 11 more hits.
Wow.
Do I get 18 points of health then?
Yep.
Yes.
In the first
Yes.
one?
Yes.
And now Rasmus comes forward.
And John, did the healing do? Or no, you said that I still
No.
feel weak, right?
No. But actually, thank you for asking, Rory, because I forgot. You feel the effects are slowly subsiding. You have regained 2 points of strength.
Okay, John, do I find anything on the other
Yes.
warrior and in and around the altar or anything?
Yeah, so as you search the altar, you find various items for ritualistic torture, strange-looking scissors and probes and prods and serrated blades. You see clearly things used for tooth extraction all around the altar. You see bowls for collecting blood. But as you search the other one on the altar, as you get closer, you see, he's wearing what was once quite fine armor, but it's been rent, it's been dented, it's been ripped. Much of him, as I said, looks like he has been consumed. And you note the one thing that really stands out is that he's got a shield, and the shield bears a sigil, and I want you to make a knowledge religion check, please.
Okay, I don't know if I'm religious. I am not. Okay, so how does this work if I roll for if I'm not thinking?
No.
Just roll straight up D.
Yeah. So you have no skills in religion. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't.
Okay. But that is a wisdom-based check. Do you have any wisdom bonus?
No, I don't.
Okay. So you're gonna just roll a d20.
She big strong lady, no wisdom.
Where's Brim?
Oh, I rolled a 3. She really don't know religion.
Yeah. You don't know what this symbol means at all. But clearly, this was someone of importance.
Okay. She will leave it then, and then she will call to Rowan. Rowan, how's your armor looking there? Looks like there's a couple pieces here. I'm not sure if they all fit you or not. Chain shirt and a shield? What about a shield? It's got a cool lightning bolt on it.
Chain shirt and cool lightning bolt shield will actually be fine. As she kind of like motions to. She has
Wait.
everything is either too big or half and half or just stark naked still. So she's been kind of walking around like this for quite a bit. So she'll take it for sure.
Wait. You hear the spy. You mustn't do that. That is Elaine of Raddick. He is a nobleman. He was taken by the Black Moon Knolls. Count Dunstan would want his remains returned. Take what you want of this priest if you wish to carry something no doubt tainted with damnation, but please do not defile the body of Sir Alain further.
Sir.
Well, still a chain shirt, if you want the chain shirt.
Sir.
But the cool shield is off limits.
Well, I mean, again, this is...
Shields were never really my style.
You don't have to obey. When the DM says that, that's not the DM saying that. That's the NPC saying that.
No,
So-
that's okay.
We're compromising.
We're compromising.
You said Sir Elaine was taken by who?
The Black Moon Knolls. He's actually... The spy explains to you that he's the daughter, or married to the daughter of Count Dunstan.
If you can strip the body and take it with us, let us do that. As Rasmus has crossed to the other side of the pews from the walkway and just kind of leaning against one, looking insanely pale. Naho, if you have strength and you're able to help, go get what is best. I will watch the entrance. Holber, is there any other, as he's going to move along the pews towards the entrance we came in, is there any other exit to this room, or did you find the key to Spine Castle?
I have clues as to its whereabouts. They sought to extract them from me. I withheld them, though I know not how much longer I could have done so.
She talk about loyalty.
With that comment, Val will look over to Rowan and just kind of smirk and shake his head.
Both think of the same thing.
All right.
Putting on the chainmail, by the way, as he's like, "Don't do it."
No, he said the chainmail was fine. But actually, let me see. Yeah,
Beautiful drink.
it's very light, but it drapes over you, or as you try to put over you. This figure was much slighter than you are. You're a little bigger, and so it's actually it's kind of tight. This is going to have to be smithed to be worn.
Nice. Well, I can kind of like, I could sausage my way inside that case.
I'll help you. You're like trying to like.
I went like when you said going back to college. I had no idea what she meant, but then it came to me. That's funny. That's funny.
Sorry, DM. I'm just gonna say that I would take the scissors. I'll leave everything else, but I'll take the scissors. I feel like that's a handy thing to have, just in case. You never
Okay.
know.
Okay. All right. You grab a pair of
Just isn't enough.
large and crude-looking scissors.
Wait, how large are they? Like,
Wow.
They're big enough to slice fingers and toes off. These are not like paper scissors.
perfect. Shing.
Perfect.
While all this is going on,
Mm-hmm.
Val will dig in his backpack for that rock. Just because he remembered that
Yeah.
it made him feel stronger.
Uh-huh.
So Val's just going to be sitting there and take out this rock that he knows absolutely nothing about, but just knows that it brings him good feelings. And just kind of tweedle it between his fingers and just like look at it and just admire his pretty little magic rock that makes him
This
feel
little
better.
meditating rock.
Yeah, he's just like,
As you're twisting it, you can feel it. It wants to lift itself out of your hand. Do you let it go, or do you keep it and just tweedle it?
he'll be like,
Yeah,
he'll,
context,
let
please,
go and
context.
catch it with one hand, and then turn it back and feel it and catch it with the other hand, and just kind of play with it for a second, but eventually he lets it float up.
Okay, yeah, you do that a few times, but then eventually when you let it go, it just goes, and it's not quite that fast. It's like a slow rotation over your head, and it's not that you feel stronger. You do feel like this infusion of litheness. You feel more agile, like your limbs were a little more awkward before. And now you feel more graceful.
Okay. Okay.
God love that man. Precious.
You see Val just kind of like just okay, and he'll just kind of stand up to see if this thing like travels up as he stands up.
It does. Uh-huh.
Just, like, looking at
It
it.
maintains a few inches of
And he's
distance.
just- He'll walk over to Rasmus then and just kind of like be intrigued by this floating little stone and walk over to Rasmus and be like, I don't really know what this is, but I like it. It makes me feel good. So as long as it's not going to kill me, I think I'm going to keep using it. He'll just kind of stand next to Rasmus.
By the way, before you go, Hob, Anaho, you now have enough strength to stand. So you're not prepared for combat or anything like that, but you can now conduct normal movements.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and put my daggers away on my sides. You had mentioned, has anyone seen that? Does anyone have any vials or containers of sorts that are empty that I can have?
I had
you
one,
say-
but it's singed.
Yeah, if you say it loud enough, since I'm by the front door, Rasmus would have a few.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say it louder. If you have anything that I can use, container.
I've got a few.
Okay.
Rowan, do you need any healing?
Rowan, taking the last final, because actually you just reminded me, the last little bit of liquor that she does have on her. She finishes it. What was that?
As she and you feel dead eyes staring at you, she's burnt to the crisp. She's full of soot from being singed so many times from that lightning.
Yeah, your skin kind of cracks as you're moving.
And Naho will make his way to Rasmus and take a vial from him.
Okay.
Receive a vial from him. And
a vial.
A vial. Oh, that's unfortunate. And go over to the spider and see if I can extract any venom from the spider.
Yeah, and so how large is this vial that you've given him, Rasmus?
Really big,
I'm not one to judge, John. But the vial could probably hold about
Size does matter, Josh.
a cup, 2 cups.
Okay. Well,
It's not a huge one.
yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, you are.
Average. It's average.
Some of the poison has. Some of the
Maybe
poison.
a little below.
Some of the poison has soaked into the stonework and whatnot, but you managed to gather what you would estimate to be 5 doses of this.
Ooh.
5 hits. Good ones.
And by the way, I didn't show this earlier. I forgot. Hopefully Pat Draws is still with us. But look at this amazing fan art. So much fun.
Incredibly lucky. I love that
Valfino,
so
the incredibly lucky.
I love that so much. Can you send that to me, John?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's in our Discord too, in the fan art channel in Discord.
Post them there.
So you can always get
That's
any
really
of
good,
the
Pat.
fan art. Yeah, well done, Pat.
That's funny.
All right. So what's everyone doing now? I mean, you could spend more time, but this is a fairly austere place. You know, there's not a lot of decoration. This was a place for the preaching of heresies and the torture of heretics. And both purposes were fairly austere in nature. The most decorations are around what the implements of torture were.
Rizia will just go scoop up the Hobart and bring him. Or just be ready for whenever they're leaving.
Thank you. Perhaps we could go to my townhouse. I can show you where it is.
Oh, we've been there already. We know where you live.
Oh, of course. That's how you found me. Foolish of me. We should be safe.
I also have this book of yours. I think it's yours. And she'll pull out the book that she got from his place.
Oh, yes, my journal. You see, he tries to reach up, and then he looks down and notices that, like, 3 of his fingers are pointing the wrong direction still. And he just...
Maybe I'll just hang on to it.
Crack him back for him.
No. I don't know if I can roll another nat 20 on a heel. That was a miracle.
That really was.
Yeah. Maybe I'll hold on to it for you until we get back to your place. And she'll put it back in her bag.
Go away out of here.
What?
What?
Go away out of here.
You're a little quiet.
Yeah, a way out of here.
The way out of here is the back the way we came.
Yeah, you don't see any other doors. This seems to be a fairly tunneled-in complex.
As she just remembers that blood pool and the golem. You're right. We can't. I don't think I can carry him across that.
There's no other doors this whole way? Nothing?
No, there were doors to the side and whatnot that you went through, but there are nothing that you see anyway in terms of exits. Although you do remember that one run room had a grate that went up, but that was in the same room as the blood golem. So
Yep.
So what we need to do is go up. But how?
What we need to do is just F up that blood golem.
I think
But-
we should kill it.
Rasmus will go over and hopefully someone has doffed the armor of Sir Buggity.
Elaine.
Elaine, yeah, Sir Elaine, and Ron, if you're strong enough, could you please get the body of Sir Elaine?
As long as he doesn't get any blood on my new chainmail. As she'll go over and hoist him up.
all right, you pick him up, and he's even missing an arm and most of his right leg, which you can see were gruesomely chewed off. No doubt the work of Knowles. And half of his face gone as well. He's still a pretty good-sized man, so he's a bit heavy, but you're able to put him over your shoulder. Hobart says as well, please, the shield. It's a family heirloom. We must return it to Count Dunstan.
Which one's
Rizia?
more important, the shield or the body?
They are both.
¿Por qué no los dos, friend?
you-
Rizia, could you pick up the shield?
You will be well rewarded for it, I promise you. My lord is generous.
Say less as soon as she hears more. You can see him, like, she might be like running a little bit fast. He's jostling a little bit, but she'll go back and she will scoop that shield, and like if she can, like, he's pretty frail, right?
Yeah.
Like, can she carry both over her shoulders like a sack of potatoes or two sacks like this?
Or yeah, or you can.
Because I have him on one, and then you would have the shield unless you want to switch. I'm fine
Well,
with
she's got Hobart. You've got
I have-
Sir Elaine.
Oh, you got
that's right,
Serling.
there's two
Oh,
of
then
them.
she'll go, and then if you already have Serling, then she'll just go and scoop the shield, and then with him.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. But I don't know how the
Alrighty.
heck we're gonna get here.
Anaho, please take point. Valfino behind.
It's some kind of joke, Rasmus. As I start leading to the front and rubbing my shoulder.
All right, and as you do so, walking through the macabre hallways, it's not as though the Temple of Hextor itself is a virtuous place, but whatever this place was below the temple used for ancient and profane rituals leaves you feeling stained as you walk through the hallways, and also thinking of what you've lost as Erasmus rubs a black arm and remembers a friend lost, as Rizia rubs her burnt melon, as the party slowly moves through the hallways. You realize still the daunting challenges ahead, but if nothing else, you have your quarry, and now Rizia has more time. And with that, we close Blue Box. Go ahead, Josh. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
Rasmus would have waited to give the group quite a distance, telling them to go
Okay.
onward, and he pulls out a secondary vial
Okay.
from his pack, and he looks down at it with a lot of sadness, and he turns back to the chapel. He uncorks it, and with more of the power and the black ichor that he sends into this flask, he throws it back into the room, throwing the single flask that he has of alchemical fire into this room, mixed with the black ichorous fire that he puts into it with Ignis's flame, to try and burn this place to the ground.
All right. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, a huge gout of flame erupts, and as it does so, the tapestries and the wood pews begin to immediately catch fire, and the fire is growing. Now, you have no idea how much damage will be done, per se, because it is largely a stone structure.
And stone. Yeah, exactly.
But
Now
still...
we're in between a fire and a blood golem.
Exactly.
Yeah, you have definitely
place to be.
Started a nice blaze, and so it is as you now leave the room with a bit more of a hasty exit, the glow of orange and red flame on your faces. You make your way out of the room, smelling the singe and the burnt, and also sensing much has been lost here by many over some time, and you are yet the latest to feel the sting of this place. And with that, we close Blue Box episode 32 and 89 of Greyhawk Awakening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Fun night. Really good job, everybody. The role play was fantastic. I think we really did exemplify one of the core principles we have here, which is that combat and role play should coexist. That role play does not disappear in combat. That's what keeps combat to me fun. If combat is just a slog of rolls, it can get very old. And I thought you all did a fantastic job tonight. So congratulations. I know a couple of you have folks we got to pick up, so we're going to close this off quite quickly. A couple reminders for you before we do our giveaway. Tomorrow night, faith and fantasy will be the topic of our LMA. We've been talking about this for a long time. We'll cover topics like the Satanic Panic and the role of faith and fantasy and why I think those things can absolutely be complementary. Just think of people like C.S. Lewis or Tolkien. I mean, there was some great fantasy that was written by people of great faith. But the Satanic period was a really interesting time in our culture, and there were some things that were behind it. So it's a really interesting thing to look back on. And so I'm looking forward to that. Have some guests joining me tomorrow night for our LMA. So please don't miss that. Then on Sunday, we'll be back with Tears of Aird. We apologize for the stream cancellation on Sunday, but we're juggling around our time slots. Fall of Red Dawn, we're still figuring out the start time on. Rory and I talked about that today. We've got a couple logistical items we're trying to figure. But Tears of Aird will be back on at 1:30 Central Time. And that's a great crew. That's the in-room game that we play. We have the two new players, Rachel and Cameron, who are absolutely fantastic, along with Thomas and Jennifer. And that's a great crew, so please join us then Sunday. And then don't forget, virtual Greyhawk Con coming up here in just a couple of weeks. or actually less than that now. Mark your calendars, September 30th through October 2nd. All that information is also in our Discord, and it's going to be a fun weekend of just non-stop gaming, all based around the incredible world of Greyhawk. Some great lore and some great people. Thank you for the hype trains tonight. Thank you for all the support to the players. I do apologize that I did not really make use of the +1s that I was given, but largely because I had a guy pointing a wand the whole time, and there are no hit rolls with that. But I will log.
Yeah,
I will
tell me about it.
I will carry those over for sure, and use them at some point in the future. Now, !Salt Marsh in the chat. Let's quickly go around why everyone should be Stream MVP, and let's see. Yeah, you have to go, so let's have you start first.
Valfino, yeah.
I'm sorry, I misread. I thought you had to pick up. I had to leave at 8, so you have to be somewhere at 8. I misread that.
Okay, let Valfino.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
I can be a couple minutes late. That's fine. So Valfino should be Stream MVP because he's a good old boy and he takes care of his people. We saw some big, scary Harry Potter monster-like things coming out, right? So Val was like, I love you, and then just ran into battle and was not thinking twice about nothing. He's like, I got this. I'm protecting my people. And he just, basically was like, all right, I might die today. We'll see what happens. And, got seriously injured. Not only did he get seriously injured, but after he was healed by his, buddy boy, he did not listen. He was told that if he moves, if he leaves this place, he's going to end up dying. He's going to get killed. He's like, all right, well, I still got to protect my people. So he got up, he got his weapon, and not only did he take a shot that brought this, scary priest dude down.
He did.
He took his arrow and was very resourceful. I feel like he was a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout in another life. He, always prepared. Took his arrow, put it in the venom, and was like, all right, you're going down.
Literally.
And took him down.
Very nice. All right. So you'll have a chance to vote for Valfino in just a moment, and I will roll on Valfino's behalf for Necromantic DM. Let's go, Mike. You are in the giveaway opportunity. Let's go to you, Rory. Why should Anaho be Stream MVP?
So Anaho should be Stream MVP because he took point going into the room, scouting it, checking the ceiling. He knew something was up there. Apparently something up there also knew he was down there. But he kept pressing forward to kind of create that environment. Eventually stepped close to the sacrifice up front. Took that bolt and then started to identify the effects and see how to take care of that. Just because of his nature with poisons. And then the RP with Rowan, as he was very insistent in saying, leave me here, be useful. And so it's just the RP was fun with Rowan.
I love you, Anaho. Thank you for being such a good sport.
No, that was really fun. All right, we will be able to vote for him in a moment, but tonight, on the viewers' behalf, he will be rolling for Bruingal. Bruingal, been a follower since the 13th of this month, and Bruingal, pop us in the chat, let us know you're still here. And while he's doing that, let's go to Hob. Why should the amazing Rowan be Stream MVP tonight?
Well, you said it yourself. Amazing.
The comic relief was genius.
I mean, listen, with the sword throw, I feel like that in and of itself earned the rightful spot of MVP, I gotta say. That and just magnifique roleplay courtesy of myself. It's very hard to say these things and mean them. But yeah, vote for me, vote for Rowan, because a vote for Rowan is also still a vote for me. So please.
Yeah. No, I like that. And no, you know what? It's okay. Some people can do self-congratulatory and it comes off well. I am not one of those people. You are. It comes off very well when you do it. So, all right. You're going to be rolling for Toriano, Biggie Paw, BPG Gaming. All right, Joshua. Why should Rasmus be Stream MVP? Some good moments tonight.
Shouldn't, but Valfino should. Rasmus should be stream MVP because of him trying to take care of Valfino and gave him advice not to move into combat. He didn't say don't continue to do combat. He just said do not move into combat because he knew that boy would be going down quick if he did so. But like Rasmus scooping up Valfino's blade, knowing that he was going to give it back, and he did. But moving to combat, running with that blade, he picked up holy water, threw it at the mage in hopes that they were some form of demon, undead creature being within Hextor. He assumed that was messed up of him. He needs to rethink his prejudices. But he threw that, just got him wet, which, you know, Rasmus is used to that. And then once he was able to get up closer with Hextor Priest, he gave him some slashes and then saw freaking Rizia Miss Pac-Man him. As then he was destroyed, and then Rasmus used all of his magic in the 2 minutes of combat and then the last little bit to burn down the chapel.
I love that, and I'm glad you stopped me from killing the stream, because that was actually a better ending than where I was going to end it. I love that. So very nicely done. And thank you for all the compliments in the chat. We appreciate all that, all the support. You guys, the Mad Chatters, help make this more fun for us. And you will be rolling for tonight?
Phantom Inject.
2000 Caesar!
Whoa!
Outstanding. Long time viewer. Big supporter. Pop in the chat. Chris, are you still with us? Make sure.
Love it.
You love Little Caesar.
Chris, are
Every
you
time I
still
eat it, I
here?
think of you.
Yep. All right. Outstanding.
Little Caesar's is so gross, though.
All right. Last but not least, why should Rizia be stream MVP?
Rizia should be stream MVP for charging into battle with Rowan, even though she gave wrong information. But you know, she's just gonna follow suit. I think that's just kind of like how you say, even if you fail, that's just what you truly believe, regardless of whether you fail or not. So, in Rizia's eyes, if that's what she's saying, she's gonna believe her. So she's going to follow suit. In battle, listening to Rasmus when he said that he had Valfino trying to go up to aid Anaho, but realizing that the priest was up in the air and she couldn't do anything anyway with what she had, she moved to free Hobart instead with her axe and denting her axe to free this man. And then not only denting her axe, she She-Hulked that chain at the bottom to break it out, break it free. And then scooping him up and carrying him to safety, and then before turning around to see that he had actually come down and going back to help Rasmus, and then just that jumping over slow motion, running and jumping over the pews as she comes down and barrels her shoulder into the priest, causing his mask to fly out blood for him to cry blood, and then
that was fun.
That's it.
That was fun. All right. Well done as always.
And also her quick move to go get the shield when he said, "It's money." And she's like, "Yes."
That was pretty great.
that was, yes. That was, yeah. Say less. All right. You will be rolling for 170.
Yay!
Outstanding. All right, we have the people we're rolling for. As you guys go ahead and get ready to roll, the poll should be kicking off. We want to say thank you again for the support tonight. Give us a follow if you haven't. For those of you that have subs that have expired, we love it when you resub. We pour every dime and more back into the channel. Support for those that help support the community, and we appreciate all of that. And it was a really fun time tonight. So vote for your stream MVP. And as that's happening, let's start off with I'll roll first for Becca. And Becca had, I didn't even write it down. Who did Becca have? It's in the chat. Amanda probably can pop it in the chat for me. She's
Forgot. Who do we have?
Mike. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Of course. I'm asking Amanda. It's her husband.
Okay,
all right. So here we go. Most definitely a sub. One of our biggest contributors. And for that, I gave him a 10. as the better of the two rolls on the die. Let's go to you, Rory.
Valfino takes the lead.
Yeah, let's keep voting. We can't have a tie. You guys do this every
Nope,
time.
come on. Yeah,
tie is
Rizzy
the
and
best.
Valfino, come
You guys
on.
do this on the Greyhawk throwdown?
No,
You did it on
will
this? Come on.
Will Rizzy pull up along?
Okay, who are we rolling
it's-
next?
Next.
Oh, I think I said I said Rory, didn't I?
Okay.
Yeah, Rory, you're next.
I was yelling over him.
Okay.
Settle down, children.
I am rolling for Bergengal. Bergengal.
Bruingal.
And that is follower, right? Not a sub.
I believe that's correct. Yeah.
Came up just short with a 9.
A 9. Okay. All right. So Mike is still in the lead. Let's go to you, Rowan.
Who'd I get? The BP game.
Yeah, you got-
Yeah, you got Toriano.
Thank you,
Okay,
Paul.
cool.
Thank
The
you,
best
Paul.
person on this whole thing. Best person.
She offends 85 other people.
Give it a big old kiss.
He's a follower, right? Or,
Your
Big
highest
money.
is going to be a 5.
Yeah, Sam, I'll bet you're
Nope,
tired in
it's
your time
actually
zone.
17.
A
You
17.
get to roll one more though, too, right?
Yeah, you get
one
two.
more.
Yeah, he's a sub, so you roll
Two
two
die.
two die
Sub.
and pick the better.
It's a sub, so two
It's like
die.
an advantage.
Yeah.
17.
Okay. All right. Let's go to you, Josh. Go ahead and make that roll. There's still time to vote on the stream MVP. It's close between Rizia and Valfino.
Yeah, man. Whoa.
I thought Anaho role played his feebleness remarkably. I cannot believe there's not more recognition of him slobbering on himself on the ground.
Really feeble. It wasn't believable because normally he's the big guy. You kidding me?
All right, what'd you get, Josh?
That was a 19.
A 19!
Get out of here. The little mustache.
All right, let's go to you, Rizia.
Me? Okay, I am rolling for one red. 70. Ready? First one. Ooh, 7 for the first one. Sorry.
Valfino wins.
Ooh, I rolled a 9 for the second one.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so Josh, your 19 took it home for...
2,000 seasons.
Let's go! Congratulations, Chris. So as we get, don't leave us. Let's give a good raid tonight. We're gonna raid into, I believe, Robert, our own Blue Box citizen here, is running a stream tonight on his preparation for virtual Greyhawk Con. So that's a fun thing to raid into, and
Is he live yet?
Robert.
he better be live. Phantom.
I'm not sure if he's
I
live yet.
don't see him.
I don't see him.
Is he not live yet, Manda?
I don't think so.
Ooh.
Oh no!
This is Patrick.
He is live. Yes, he is. It should be Phantom NJ, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see him.
I
It
see him
should
as
be
well.
Phantom with an F.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are so worthless, Josh. Utterly worthless.
What is that mustache even for?
There he goes. I don't know why that didn't come up the first. All right, so we're gonna raid into our good friend Robert.
Mustache.
Show him some love, give him some support, and support Virtual Greyhawk Con. We'll see you tomorrow night for Lore Masters Arcanum.
Yes.
And we'll see you Sunday for Tears of Aird. And again, on behalf of all of the players, the entire Blue Box community, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for making our Tuesday nights a little bit more fun. You guys are the best. Rating now with 60 viewers.